What's up, everybody? This is Jay. Welcome to another Friday Fuss. I'm trying to calm down. I was just a little upset, having technical difficulties and some other things, and it just really got me heated right now. I'm trying to bring it on down. Man, oh man. Anyway, let's get on with the show. Got a couple things I want to talk about today. Power Book 3, my thoughts on that. Also, we're going to talk about Snowpiercer. I watched this movie on Netflix, The Vanished. We're going to talk about that. Wandavision 4. Definitely got to bring that up. And, of course, give people a chance to come on up and we can talk about some stuff. Got some news, articles, and I'm still mad, y'all. Man, I am mad right now. Anyway, R.I.P. Cicely Tyson, the GOAT, one of the legendary actresses. I got a small story about Cicely Tyson. I never met her, but I did have something come up, and it was influential. Well, I can't say influential, but interesting. Also, what's up with this GameStop? I'm gonna talk about that a little bit and let y'all know what's up with the stock market, GameStop, all that stuff. Take a lot for me to catch my breath too. It ain't that easy, which is one thing make it worry because of my health conditions. Makes me worry about, the total package that's out there, because they say it mess with your lungs and stuff. So it make it harder for me. I've already got problems. So anyway, woo. I'm still trying to catch my breath. Also, let me get some water. Let me get a little happiness, a little taste of happiness, maybe make everything a little better. Talk about Facebook and Apple. Y'all know Apple trying to challenge Facebook for your attention. They're gonna fight for your love. I'm gonna bring that up. And a couple other little interesting stories talk about, and also a little bit of info on my channel if I get a chance to. If not, I have to tell you Sunday. But what I tried for the month of January, look like I'm gonna have to try some things and change up some things for the month of February. So if I don't get to let you guys know about those changes tonight, definitely will tomorrow. Sunday. Anyway. No, what happened? I was just frustrated trying to get this I was having technical difficulties with my TV. Somebody done lost my damn TV remote. I can't find my TV remote. That's been going on for a while, so I can't turn the TV down and change the stuff. So then I got to use my phone. I downloaded an app where it's like using your phone on the TV. Then that's not working. Couldn't get the TV off. Couldn't change the channel. My son, when he go to sleep, is like a damn comatose. If you heard how I got to scream and yell to wake his ass up, and then that made me frustrated because I'm wondering first, what the hell are you doing? Then why you can't wake up? Now I'm running out of breath, frustrated. Anyway, ain't nothing serious happened. One thing about me that I noticed, I'm still trying to get this damn TV thing to work right now. This is just really messing me up, man. This is pissing me off. But one thing I noticed after, health situations and things happen is that I can get frustrated easy sometimes. Um, just because used to doing things, nobody do things the way you do it. And then when you can't do things the way you used to and you got to rely on other people, sometimes it can be frustrating because, nobody do things the way you would do it. And so, yeah, I'm taking a deep breath, man. Ain't nothing really happened. I just, like I say, and like I say, real talk. Hey, what's up, sis? How you doing? I always try to keep it real with myself and I always like to got my tickle bitties out. Hold on. I want to show y'all my unmentionables. Anyway, I be honest with myself, and so I know I can get frustrated easier and faster. So I got to try to bring it on down. Much as it can get frustrating, I gotta, gotta calm down. VJ, that's right. Snowfall 4. I can't wait. Finally get some good programming. We've been, without some stuff for a while. And so, we all looking forward to some good shows to watch. Snowpiercer on TNT. That's a good show. I binge watched season 1 in like a day and a half. Season 2 just started, episode 1. I mean, it's good. And if you haven't seen the movie, you definitely probably would enjoy it. Talk about Snowpiercer season 1 and episode 1 of season 2 in a little bit as well. Yeah, it'd be like that, man. Sometimes, like they say, when it rains, it pours. And, it'd be feeling like it's pouring. See, that thing is not working. This is supposed to be the remote control for my TV now because somebody lost it, which is a whole nother story that was frustrating as well. Like, how you gonna lose my remote control? But anyway, this damn thing, I cannot stand this thing, and it don't work. This is making me mad. You don't like it when I'm angry. The whole. Anyway. So we'll see. I guess once I'm done with this show, I'll try to figure it out. I'm mad I missed Bill Maher. Just joking. This damn thing is a mess, man. All right. On to the next one. So, Support Gaming, what's up? What's up, man? How you doing? Whitney, happy birthday in Vegas is fun. You hurt your Achilles. Oh, no. Yeah, you okay? Been celebrating your birthday all month long. Just got back from Vegas. Now you in the damn boot. Damn. How you mess up your Achilles? I'm sorry to hear that, sis. Ain't nothing worse than not being able to be mobile. I know I feel your pain. So you probably got to have people do things that you probably normally don't, and you probably feeling a little bit about how I be feeling sometimes. Nobody do it like you, but I hope you feel a little better. Snowpiercer is about white people survive and stay in power if there was a sudden apocalypse. I don't know. All right. So, okay, the guy that is in power is white, but I don't think it's as simple as white people in power. I think that's oversimplified, simplifying it, because there's white people that wasn't in power too. So it's not always a black-white thing. I know America make everything black-white, and a lot of times it is, but I think you oversimplified Snowpiercer. Way oversimplified. It ain't that simple. Because if it was all white people in power and then all black or Mexican or other people in the back, then I'd be like, you got a point. But that ain't the case. It's all mixed up. Now, yeah, majority of people in first class is white, but they the ones that had the money. It costs millions to buy those tickets. You got to keep in mind. People in first class and second class, I believe, bought their tickets, and they were millions. So, you know, everybody didn't have that money. And a lot of ways, just like Chris Rock just said in his new special Tambourine, you know, what he say, the what hotel? Forgot what hotel he said now. But he said this, you know, hotel, the Ritz or something like that, may not say no blacks allowed, but you know, $2,000 a night does. But actually it don't. But it does kind of limit a lot of people they can come. And I think that's what happened with Snowpiercer. You trying, what's the motto, man? What's the thing? You still can't find your, I know, man. It get frustrating, man. It really do. I have no idea how this got lost in the exact same room. Ain't like we went somewhere. Like, how is it lost in the same room? And then looked up and flipped up and turned over everything. Where the hell did it go? Just the same. The sock monster took my remote. He supposed to stick to just taking your mate to your sock. He came and took my damn remote. The damn sock monster strike again. Anyway, I'm starting. I can feel my losing my breath and my heart started beating again. Hey, you washed your Fire Stick in some laundry. Oh no. A first generation remote. Well, them ain't really worth nothing though. I don't know. I got the first generation remote and Fire Stick too. My damn Fire Stick, I need to get it rebootlegged. Bootlegged the other leg because it ain't doing nothing. Anyway, the back of the train works with the front of the train. Gilliam and Wilford working together. Come on. So first of all, you're talking about the movie, not the TV show. So it's two separate things. But that has nothing to do with it a white or black thing. That's a control thing. And in the movie, it wasn't, they didn't get as detailed. It's only 2 hours. Whereas the show, they got 10 episodes to get more in detail, to explain things. And then you start to understand how they got to the point where they are in the movie. But no, if it was the same, if it was a white thing, then why did he let Gilliam get killed? You know, so it ain't that. You just, you know, if it, I'm not, you know, one to hide if something is what it is. Don't say that. You know, I'll call it like it is, but that's not what it, even the movie is not that. Just the movie just didn't get explained enough. It didn't have enough time. Just like in the movie, when they pulled out the Asian dudes, the dude and the woman out the drawer, it didn't explain what that was and what they were doing in there and how they were surviving. Whereas the TV show does explain it. They got more time. They in a suspended animation and they using that chrono and other stuff to keep them in a suspended animation state. So, you know, it made a little more sense. Because at first I was wondering, how is people just laying in a drawer? That didn't make no sense. So, you know, at least it made a little more sense. I'm not saying it was possible, but at least they tried to explain it. So you say that's the problem. I can't just replace the remote and use the Fire Stick on a non-smart TVs. I need a whole new system. Luckily, I have a couple of smart TVs. I still don't get it. Why you just can't replace the remote? So what? That remote is stuck with the Fire Stick it came with? That's news to me. I didn't know that. Hey, what's up, Tamika? How you doing, sis? Gilliam understood that all parts of the train had to sacrifice and work together to maintain the balance, the system. Okay. How is that a black and white thing? Like, that's true. Everybody had to work together and play a part to a certain extent, but you really didn't need those people to be eating roaches. They didn't need to eat the protein bars like that. They could have, people that were eating and having more, they could have had a little less and spread it out. They kind of go over that in the show a little bit. And remember, in the movie, they said it was different uprisings before, different rebellions. And they show one of the rebellions in the TV show. The TV show is actually pretty good. I like it. One thing that I would have redid about that movie and show altogether is I would have made it on a monorail. It would have been a lot better if they would have made a monorail, especially since it's supposed to be so high tech and in the future. Why would you make it on a regular train tracks that could derail and fall off? Whereas you put it on the monorail, you don't have that problem. But I guess then that would eliminate a lot of the drama that they face, damn near falling off and having to brace and all that other stuff. Hey, Shy, how you doing? Checking in on Facebook. I ain't seen you in a while. Glad to see you. Looking good in the picture. How you doing? So, Snowpiercer, the show. I'm going to sum up the TV show. You can't find, okay. That's what's up. I didn't know that. Snowpiercer season 1, the TV show. It starts off, it's only 6 years after the fall of mankind, and they have the people, still separated on the train and different things. And I'm going to just sum up season 1. It's a murder in the beginning of the first few episodes, and they call somebody from the back who is David Diggs. He was also in blind spotting. And I think he does a decent job, but some people in the reviews think he does a bad acting job. I like David Diggs, and I think he does a decent job in Snowpiercer. I don't think he does a bad acting job. It's not. Some people say that's what makes it hard for them. I don't agree with that, but to each his own. So, I'm still catching my breath, y'all. Whoosah. That's what makes me worried. Because if I ever do, unfortunately come in contact with something, I'm going to be in trouble. Anyway. So this is David Diggs. And Jennifer Connelly is running the Snowpiercer. And so it was a murder in first class. They come to get him because they knew that he used to be a detective before the, end of the world. And he's the only homicide detective on the train. So they get him to help find committed the murder. It actually was multiple murders, they find out. And it was somebody from first or second class doing it. So as he starts to investigate and go through things, he starts to unravel the truth about Snowpiercer, which is the train, and Wilford. And he starts to realize once he solved the case, she realized that he knew that she was the one actually running the train and that Wilford wasn't even on the damn train. And instead of letting him go back with his people, she ended up putting him in the drawer. And so now his people find out, they end up rescuing him, and then they end up plotting to take over the train. And of course, because they're in season 2 now, so I'm not going to spoil everything. But to sum it up, they leave rebellion. She has her people. They try to fight. Then they realize some things about her kind of put her in the bad position. everybody kind of get in a bad position because they realize they need each other in order for them to survive. Everybody got a part to play, but you don't have to play the part of being the bums of society. So season 1 kind of end with, I'm trying to think of a way to say this without spoiling it, but it's kind of hard to not. So I'll just say it this way. Season 1 ends with them having an unexpected visitor on the train. And in season 2 is pretty good because that visitor kind of got them, you know, by the nards. And it's interesting to see how they're going to navigate through this. It's like a microcosm of society, is more like how Snowpiercer work. You got the rich, the poor, the people that work, the people that do the dirty work, the people that, you know, live off the backs of others. And, you know, it's interesting to watch. It's good entertainment. I like the way it looks. It doesn't look like a cheap show. And if you guys are looking for something to watch, it's on TNT. You can actually download the TNT app for free, and they let you watch it for free. At least I watched it for free on TNT app. So, you know, if you don't have a Fire Stick or another website that you go to watch things for free, you could watch it on the TNT app for free. I think they give you like a week to check it out. So, you know, you watched the movie, not the series. So I enjoyed the movie, but it was some things that was interesting about the movie that they didn't have probably enough time to expand on. And in the show, they have more time, and so they can get a little bit more in depth on how some things work. And at first in season 1, it had me thinking maybe this is not going to be somewhat similar to the movie, but it is. So you got to check it out. It's definitely worth watching. In my opinion, I gave it a 7, which is pretty good for, you know, a TV show. And this is my boy right here, Sean Bean. And, you know, he, of course, was Ned Stark. So they got Ned Stark in it. Where's Ned Stark? Sean Bean, Ned Stark. And so it's a good show, interesting, worth checking out. You know, if you're looking for something new to watch, this might not be too bad for you. The Boys, that's a good one. As of now, they don't have a date released yet. And because of the situation going on, it's hard to continue shooting television and movies. They're trying to, things are getting a little more relaxed, but it's still risk involved. They just relaxing the rules so that people can film and do things, but it's not exactly safer. So we'll see. A lot of shows are still trying to do that because, I mean, that's a job. It's entertainment to us, but it is a career for everybody that's in it. And a lot of people need to go back to work. So hopefully they are able to resume it soon, but I would like for everybody to be safe as well. Now, you say, sounds like the planet I live on, everyone on a different level, every generation need to climb higher. Exactly. And that's why I say it's a microcosm of society. That's why I say I wouldn't agree that it's a black-white thing. That's way oversimplifying it. That's the very surface level, because it's white people in all cars, you know. So yeah, in the movie they didn't have a lot of black people on it in the movie, but they still, because of that, you couldn't say it was a black-white thing either, because it was mostly everybody in the movie was white, except for Octavia Spencer and little Timmy. It was my Timmy. Timmy! What you doing, Timmy? You remember this baby, Timmy? Timmy! So anyway, on to the next one. WandaVision. So WandaVision finally getting good to me. Okay. I finally get that little old school 50s, 60s, 70s was getting old and played out to me. I didn't really like it as much. I liked the Easter eggs. I did like it, but it was kind of corny to me. But I love the MCU, so it kept me, involved in trying to figure out what was going on. Now, if you all, and I should cut this out and separate this, when I told you all the complete breakdown of WandaVision, I told you the black lady was Monica Rambeau. I told you. It's all related back to Captain Marvel. And it started to let you know in episode 4 even more now. So in episode 4, it shows outside of what's happening. And so now we realize that what's actually happening is Wanda has created this like alternate reality in the middle of like a town somewhere. And when people were going in there, they were like getting taken into the movie, into the TV show. And it was like another, like, she's having probably some type of mental break. And she's using that to maybe stabilize herself. So let me back it up. So in episode 4, you see that the time period that we're in is right after Endgame. It's during Endgame, right at the end of Endgame, rather, I should say. Because when episode 4 comes on, you can see when they show Monica, people were coming back and other people were surprised, wondering where they came from. And she was one of the people that came back. So that means that she was taken away in Infinity War with the snap. See, that's why you got to be really a fan of the MCU and watch all this stuff. It's amazing how they put this story together within TV shows and movies, over 20 movies, different TV shows. The way they tied this story together is really amazing writing. I have to give them credit. They really did a great job by putting all of this stuff together. And it shows it's really talented writing. So I gave this a 10. Hey, Endgame was probably the best out of all of them. I mean, the way they put it together, they actually killed Iron Man. Endgame was dope. But anyway, so it's basically after the snap when people came back, Black Panther, everybody came back. Well, we see that on the other end, while they was fighting, other people was coming back and different stuff just in regular life. So she comes back. She was in the hospital, I guess, when she left, because she's like, where's my mom? And they like surprised, and they like, well, your mom died 3 years ago. She like, wait a minute, I was just right here. Her mom had cancer. Her mom is it's not Monica, it's Maria, I believe. And that's why you have to go back to Captain Marvel. That's where the Rambeau family was. So we met Monica Rambeau in this movie, but in Captain Marvel, this is like 1994, 1995 when this takes place. Okay. And when we meet Monica Here it is, Monica Rambeau, 11 years old. But now she's a grown woman because this was in the 90s. Now we're not in current times because remember, the first snap happened and it took years. Remember, Thor got fat, all that stuff happened. So I think it was like 6 years total because they told her mom died 3 years ago. And then they said it was 2 years after you went missing. So that's 5 years right there. She was 11 years old at like 94, 95. So we can go 5 years into from 2018. So maybe it's supposed to be 2023, 24 in this movie, in the show, in Infinity War, in the MCU period. That's where it should be. That's where we left off with Endgame and Spider-Man and stuff. So now we see Monica Rambeau right here. See? But now she grown. And so her mom, you know, was a pilot and in the military with Carol Danvers, who was Captain Marvel. And so we see that we know about S.H.I.E.L.D. So we see that Monica and her mom worked for S.W.O.R.D. And so she went back to go there. We find out that her mom is the one who set it all up. Who is, where is she at? Maria Rambeau. So that's why they had called her to bring her in. Let me get to some of these comments right quick. Yeah, WandaVision getting good. It's going to take about the 4th episode to make sense. But I already explained it for you. But yeah, episode 4 saved them for me too. I wish it wouldn't have took 4 episodes though. But you know, I like that a lot better. And also, you got another character in episode 4 from the MCU. I'm going to tell you about that character. You say, I knew it would take a turn, but I like the black and white sitcoms better only because I'm not well versed in the Marvel Universe. Oh, okay. Yeah, I hated those. I was so tired of that black and white crap. I'm a cram Snowpiercer and WandaVision this weekend. I like when universes connect in TV. Yeah. WandaVision got a lot of dots connecting. Endgame was fire, like you said. I like how they made everything connect. Endgame was, man, that was dope. They had Ant-Man connecting, Captain Marvel. I mean, they connected so many movies into one movie. I mean, wow. Oh, man, that's not even a question. Not even a question. And what's crazy is that DC has the most widely known comic book characters in the world. Everybody knows who Superman is. Damn near everybody know who Batman is. Everybody don't know about, you know, Iron Man and WandaVision and all these people and stuff. You know, you can go anywhere in the world and, you know, find out who Superman is. Love Hustler, what's up? What's up? Yeah. So, Chris P want to know how you feeling with you ain't spouting no red hairs across your back or glowing in the dark. Anyway, she says she gonna get her second dose tomorrow afternoon. She all right. Not looking forward to the adverse reactions. I know that's right. I don't want that to happen either. You say, is anyone going to check out that Wendy Williams doc this weekend? I'm not. Already know everything there is to know about that train wreck with the booger sugars, allegedly. Anyway, so the next person in WandaVision from the MCU, and this was kind of cool that they brought her in. Let me go back to WandaVision. Well, it's Kat Dennings, and she was Darcy in Thor. Oh, if you watched all the Thor movies, at least the first couple of them, she was there another. There she go. And so at the time in Thor Part 1, 2011, we see that Darcy was Jane Foster's intern. She was Jane's intern. And where's Darcy at? There she go, Kat Dennings. So she was the intern. Now she's a doctor, because when they brought her there, she's a doctor. And when they had her there, see, she in WandaVision. She gonna be in 6 episodes. So we see now they brought her there, and that brought in the connection to Thor, which is another part of the MCU. And I thought that was pretty cool that they ended up bringing her in. And so we see that they bring her in to figure out what's going on, because they had brought Monica, once she had signed up back in with Sword. Once they signed her, once she got back with Sword, they sent her to figure out a missing persons thing. And when she got there with the FBI, they realized it was like a whole town that's missing. And so then she started to investigate, see what's going on. And when she get up close, first she fly a drone, and then that's missing. Then she get up close, and it looked like a TV screen. And when she put her hand in, she gets sucked in. And so, they wondering what's happening. They bring in Darcy and all these other scientists to figure out what's going on. They're the ones that she's the one that realized that they could see a picture on an oscilloscope. And they saw the sitcom. And so they're the ones that was trying to reach out to Wanda through the radio. Now, Wanda, the reason that we saw in episode 3 how Monica got kicked out of there is because Wanda blasted her ass. And it's all Wanda creating that alternate reality, probably some type of PTSD, dealing with the loss of vision. She probably think that the snap took everybody. She don't know that the people have came back. And so she got a lot of different things that she's trying to deal with as well. And I think that they need to try to reach Wanda to wake her up. So we'll see how it worked. That was interesting. And we'll see. Chris P, I'm going to talk about that as well. Did have that article I was going to bring up. This damn thing with my damn TV made me mad. Anyway. So, yeah, I'm going to talk about that, the doses. That would be interesting. We'll see what's up with that. If I was to do it, I would want to do that as well. So we'll see. All right. What is the other thing I wanted to talk about? Power. Power Book 3. Raising Kanan. So I just got through talking about WandaVision. I answer your question. Vision is dead. Vision is dead. And this is all alternate parallel reality on Earth, though, in the middle of a town or where some place could have, would have, should have been. And that's why she almost tweaked her own self out in episode 4, because she saw Vision and he was dead. And then she had to snap out of it, and then he was back all right. So, yeah, it's he's dead, and she tweaking. All right. Keep them coming, Jay. You the better in reporting the news, bro. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. I try to keep it, coming. Look like my damn TV. Oh my goodness gracious. Let me stop. All right. So let me see. What was this one last thing right quick? Oh, Power Book 3. So Power Book 3. Let me go ahead and talk about this. Then we get into some news and some other stuff. And so Power Book 3, I think, has the possibility to be one of the best. Because of the origin story. It may even be better than the original Power. I said it. Because young people are dumb and do a lot of crazy stuff. And we're going to see a young Kanan and everybody involved. And they definitely going to be doing some crazy, dumb stuff. Plus, it's a prequel in the 90s. And it's showing his early years and stuff. The 90s was a great time. A lot of stuff was happening. And you could do a lot more. It wasn't as much tracking and surveillance and things. You got the dope game was out. People was, hustling, whatever. You got Lulu. Hey, look here, man. I've been everywhere. I'm the one that started my empire here, man. Okay? This is where the empire started, man. Lulu is everywhere, man. Hey, I built up the empire for these brothers right here, man. We gonna be all right? Okay, that's why I met Charlie Chip, man. Okay, hey, you knew the empire was in New York, man. Kanan Stark, you got Omar Epps, Jukebox. So we gonna see why Jukebox and his relationship was so tight and why she trusted him. He said that he was the first person she came out to. And so we'll see stuff like that. We'll see what kind of dirt she got into and what made her want to go to DC and be a cop, possibly. Now, I'm not saying all that will be in the first season. We got Raquel Thomas, Jessica Scrappy, Dealer. Now, Dealer is very important. But no, it's going to be pretty good. As of now, they don't really want to tell us, too much about it. Young Kanan, I think he might do pretty good. Little JJ, Joshua Johnson, that's the wrong one. I'm talking about Mekhi Curtis. That's when they guess he gonna be young. Mekhi Curtis, there we go. I think good job. I'm looking forward to see what he could do. I know he got that brown up out of there, but Kanan definitely wasn't rocking the Kwame. But anyway, I think that it's going to be pretty good. I'm wondering to see how he going to play it. He's only, 20 years old. He was born in 2000. So obviously but he could play a Kanan probably 16 years old, 18 years old. And so definitely looking forward to seeing how it's going to be. He got the Jamaica High student. And another thing that I think that this show is based off of is, 50 Cent life. He in Jamaica, Queens. That's what 50 is. 50 was around this same time in the 90s, hustling. He was a dope boy. He got shot 5 times, as you know, and lived. He even got shot in the face. And his mama was a dope dealer. So if we see Kanan Stark, mama or family member was a dope dealer or something, then you can see a lot of the similarities from his life. And he put it in the show. Yeah, it's optimistic. But see, that's the thing. I think that it's going to be back to more like the first season or 2 of Power, where 50 Cent had a lot more input. And it was a lot more grittier and raw. And not to diss the other writers and things, but the show as it went on wasn't exactly the same. Now you could say the characters changed. They were in different positions. That's a good point. But nevertheless, I think if he does this part, book 3, similar to like how his life is, I think that's going to be pretty good. Now, this black mafia family, that's a good point. I think it could be better than Power because it's a true story. And if you do any true story, it could be better than stuff you make up because it was real. It really happened. And so it's going to have a sense of realism that stuff you make up don't. But at the same time, it can only go but so far. So we'll see. It should have been out, but because of everything going on, that's been delayed. So we'll see. Let's see. Yeah, it's another 50 Cent joint. For Life is pretty good. I was doing a review on For Life, but I guess not enough people saw it. I kind of stopped. I need to go back and finish it up. Book 3 gonna be dope, but I doubt it will touch Snowfall. Well, yeah, that's a whole different thing. But Snowfall does have that realism. But if they continue Book 3 like I believe they is, then it may rival Snowfall because 50 lived a hell of a life when he was younger. And so it'll be interesting to see how much of that he incorporates into the show. And, we'll see what's up. Yeah, it looked like it may be something. Yeah, if you all want to see the trailers, it's a lot of places you can check them out. I'm not able to play any of the trailers and things, unfortunately. Wish I could, but I'm not able to. Nevertheless, if you want to check them out, you're more than welcome to check them out. They look pretty entertaining. All right. Now I'm going to get into some news stories right quick. It's already been an hour. I might do another hour at the most, but I ain't trying to be on too long, especially with my TV messed up. I'm pissed. I'm angry. You don't like me when I'm angry. Also, I do want to say that I do have something that may be coming up that may be pretty big. And those that know, please don't, let the cat out the bag to say. I don't want to put the jank on myself. And, we don't know. Were 50 and Jay-Z dope dealers around the same time? Yeah, they were. Now, Jay-Z is a little older than 50, though. But in the night, like Jay-Z in the 90s was stopping. And he already started his rap career around 94, 95. Reasonable Doubt was out in 96. Or 95, 96. I remember getting it. But 50 Cent didn't come out to like damn near 10 years later. So he had a lot of, more hustling to do. BMF is a 50 Cent production. I don't think that has anything to do with Courtney Kemp at all. And it's not even going to be on Stars from what I last saw. Now, hold on. Let me get this this news story right quick. And let's see. So, this one story I'm going to talk about is about this teacher in Virginia. And what would you guys think about this if, you found out the teacher of your students was doing this? And I got somebody joining. S. Young, how you doing, brother?
Oh, good. You said 50 came 10 years later?
50 came what?
You said 50 came 10 years later?
Yeah.
50 was rapping lesser than that. He was rapping since.
Well, he was doing mixtapes, but he was still broke.
No, the mixtape didn't came until what 2000, 2001. He was rapping in 97, 98.
Man, you can rap all you want. You ain't making no money rapping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? His reason, Get Rich or Die Trying didn't come out till what? 2003.
His first song I never heard was Power of the Dollar. Power of the Dollar came what 99, 2000.
That was a mixtape, and that
No,
wasn't
that was the album.
nationally
No, that was
released.
actually the album. That was actually the album, but it didn't. But it didn't work with Columbia. So, but
It wasn't released.
yeah, because he got shot and then he got dropped.
Right.
Yeah, so that was actually his album.
So you can't count that because I remember his advance was only like 10 grand or something, and he spent that buying crack. He said.
Mm.
Didn't you get see?
No, that was
I got 50 Cent's first album.
Yeah.
And on that first album, it came with a DVD.
Yeah.
Get Rich or Die. So he had interviews on it. And he was talking about how that happened and whatever, but he didn't have no money. He was still selling dope then. He was still on the streets then. That's why he got shot. He was still selling dope. He wasn't making no money.
It wasn't really shot about the dope. I think it was personal beef with with the drug kingpin, a drug kingpin about dissing his enemy. I feel like the one that you said about that was when he was broke. That's when he left Jam Master Jay Records. That's when he went back to sell dope.
Right.
That one.
When I put 50 Cent first album, this is it. The Massacre was second.
Yes.
This is the first one. Get Rich or Die Trying. That didn't come out till 2003.
Yeah.
So it wasn't 10 years, it was 8 years.
Yeah, but can we count the mixtape? Can we count the mixtape? Because the mixtape came before.
No, because that's not a nationally released album.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people make mixtapes and stuff, but like Master P, he had all of those all those albums released in Louisiana, and it didn't even count until he re-released them nationally. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, you could say he had the albums, this and that, but they don't really recognize it because anybody can make a mixtape. There's people in Chicago and stuff make their own CDs and sell them on the corner. But they, what I'm saying, gonna say, well, this or that. Yeah, technically it was their first album and things like that. But, they're not tracking it. So the sales are not tracked. You're not gonna get a gold, mixtape album from selling them on the streets or selling a few. You ain't gonna go platinum. It's not recognized. You won't get royalties. It's no publishing. So it's a whole business around that ain't existed until then. We got two more people, Pharaoh and Christian. How y'all doing? Look like
salute, y'all.
Hey, what's up? What's up? Christian,
can y'all hear me okay?
Yeah, I hear you. She froze. What's up, man? What's on your mind? You wanted to say something about 50 Cent?
Nothing. He one of my favorite rappers growing up. That's about it. Him, Jay. A lot of other people. Kanye. Huh?
Y'all make me feel old growing up, man. What?
Yeah. When I was a kid, my favorite rapper was Kanye.
Kanye, one of the goats right there, bro.
When I was a kid, what made me get into rap was his third album, Graduation.
Mm-hmm. I like Jesus Walks, just off topic, Jesus Walks, stuff like that.
Yeah, the first album and the first
College Dropout.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, College Dropout. The first and the third is the greatest of his work.
He made two videos for that song, for Jesus Walks. I remember one was on BET and the other was on MTV.
TV, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was like, what in elementary when that Graduation came out? Yeah.
Come on. So I'll tell y'all a story about my first hearing of 50 Cent. So I used to work at UPS and I was in, management or whatever. But anyway, like I say before, if some of y'all know and watch, I worked there and stuff. I told y'all people, we was all cool, whatever. Anyway, so sometimes, things bust open. And we got to check it out. And so a box of CDs or video games would bust open every now and then, and be my duty to check it out. So I remember this box of CDs busted, and one of my guys like, "Hey man, this box of CDs busted, man. You know who this is?" I'm like, "Man, what is this? Let me see." And it was the 50 Cent Get Rich or Die Trying. I'm like, "Man, what the hell is this? Who is this dude?" I'm like, man, what the hell is? I ain't never heard of this shit. They like, hey, man, I think they made that song Wankster. I'm like, oh hell no. I did not like Wankster. I thought that was stupid. Yeah, you ain't a gangster. You a wankster. I'm like, man, what the hell is this, man? This shit is corny as hell. So I'm like, man, I ain't listen to this shit. He's like, man, I think Dr. Dre produced it. I'm like, man, give it here, man. Listen to this
I ain't
shit.
like Wankster at first either, really though.
Man, heck no, it grew on me. Nah, it's okay now, but I really like it then.
Yeah, but like
that was horrible.
Yeah.
I just thought that was horrible. And then sitting in the car with a doll or Ja Rule or something and threw it out. I'm like, man, get your ass out of here. So I'm like, man, give it here. I'll listen to it in the car. So I get in the car and I put it in. That shit first come out. Doom, 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 doom. I'm like, oh snap! Wait a minute, is this the Wankster dude? This shit is dope. Man, I bumped that damn CD for months. I ain't take it out. I'm like, what? I was Skip Wankster still.
That was That was the first time I listened when I was a kid. When I heard that "What Up Gangster," me and my cousin played it in the stuff with the speakers in it. We used to play it. And then you heard doom, 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 doom. Like the speaker just flowed through the beat. Like doom.
That was, yeah. I wasn't trying to cut you out. Go ahead.
Yeah, and then we was like, whoa. And then as a kid, we didn't understand the lyrics. We'd be like, yeah, boop, boop.
You know what?
Boop, boop, boop. Yeah. What up, gangster?
That's funny, man. My girlfriend at the time, she had a 4-year-old son, and he didn't know what the hell he was doing. And he used to say, "Play Wankster, play Wankster." And he would every time when they do the bo bo bo, he'd be like, "Bo bo bo bo." I'd be laughing in the car so hard, like, man, what the hell is this boy talking about?
We don't understand. We were like, bo bo. We don't understand the lyrics. We just heard like bo bo bo. What up, blood?
Right. He used to say, play "It's Your Birthday." Because it'd be like, "What up, shawty? It's your birthday." That's he called it.
One party like it's your birthday.
Play "It's Your Birthday."
Hey, we was listening to that earlier. Me and my my family, we was bumping that earlier too.
Oh yeah. Doom doom.
This is best work, but whenever you make your first album is normally your best. You got all your best stuff compiled from when you was making music that wasn't getting released. So now everybody gets to hear this, you know what I mean? Your best stuff you've been doing. And so that's normally what happens with something like that. And then it's hard. That's why they say a sophomore jinx, because you had your whole life body of work for that first one, that out stuff. Now you breaking out a new one in a year or less. So
especially nowadays, they barely can make an album. They got a one-hit wonder.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Because they focus on songs.
Yeah, you only need a melody, one-hit wonder nowadays, and you set for life. They'll play that damn song for 30 years.
30 years, like that's wrong. Dropping us, you gotta hit the album.
Right. Now let me ask y'all about this I got right here. On the screen now. This dude in Virginia, a teacher, he was teaching the kids, and this is Hispanic kids too, at the school, that the conspiracy theory that Trump actually won and that the election was stolen. And he said,
I can't.
Man, and he said to them that January 6th was a setup. And he said he knows because he was there. And here's the worst part about it. He said, when I heard the media just blaming Trump supporters the whole time, I knew then that it was a setup. He said that he defended the mob that marched to the Capitol as an incredibly peaceful and Christians, and instead told his young class at the diverse middle school that the Black Lives Matter protests were the ones to blame for destroying the cities.
But hey, I gotta be fair though, because in a lot of schools now, they'll just teach that a lot of that didn't have to do with Black Lives Matter, and they'll focus on they'll lot of teachers do teach their opinion. Let's just put it like that. Which is not right. I don't agree with it either other way because that's
Right.
my child or your child being fed that. That's like the whole mask thing. Like a lot of people don't want other people to tell their kids to put on a mask or something like that. Just you know what I'm saying?
Or to pray or something.
Yeah, right.
You know. Now this guy, another teacher in the district who is a person of color, he had to be anonymous to not lose his job or risk his job. He said that he felt sick watching the video, and he said that they were largely Latino students that this dude was telling that to, you know. And he said that that wasn't really a teachable moment. It was a monologue. So like you're just telling them this stuff. How is that teaching something? What did you,
right.
You know what I mean?
You just telling them like you said.
Like he say, it's an indoctrination of the kids. He's trying to get them to agree with him and understand and agree and see things his way. And like you say, I don't think they should be telling them that was bad or good. They should just explain the facts and then let the person decide for themselves, or let their parents, you know, do that, whether it's good or bad. At least that's their parents. You know, it's not a teacher's place for that. So, and also, it's another Florida substitute that's dismissed for telling students that the rioters were actually Antifa. Yeah. And so,
hey, when all else fails, blame Antifa, right?
Right.
Everybody do.
And it's this show that I watch called the Circus on Showtime. And they go out in the streets and they go and talk to people, interview, go to the rallies or whatever. And on the last episode, they were talking to people, and they were asking them about what do they feel about what happened. You know, they was talking to Trump supporters basically about what do they feel what happened. And they was like, well, that wasn't us. That was Antifa. That was Black Lives Matter that did that. We weren't in there. It's videos that prove that. So it's interesting how it's two narratives now. And yeah, it's just really kind of scary. I don't know. Do you think, let me ask you this, do you think, Pharaoh, that there's any way that we can probably get on the same page as a country and at least get the same information? Like, I'm just saying, can we all get the same information? Not even agree, but is it any way we can all get the same information? Do you
think? You own it right now.
Let Pharaoh get it first, S Young, and I'm gonna get to you.
I mean, we can. You own it right now. It's just like a lot of us.
There's only 20 people watching me.
But I mean, you own it. Like everybody got access to the internet. Everybody got access to different opinion. It's just like time and convenience, and like support says, like they go to the youth with the media, the radio station, and stuff like that, and stuff is already indoctrinated in your kids and your elderly in your household. It's kind of like, I don't know, man. It's hard to get for people to agree on what they're gonna eat today. So I don't know.
What about you, Eshawn? What you think
about the teachers?
Yeah, and do you think we may all at least get on the same page of getting the same information? Because right now everybody watching Fox or CNN or not watching nothing or Facebook.
I mean no, because they'll get brainwashed and they'll say brainwashed from that. Because I remember because I remember being a student in high school. You know, we have these people who are very Trump supporters. We have a discussion. You know, the teachers they about the situation with the Black Lives Matter with George Floyd, you know, and then seeing them supporters blaming us, the community in America, for that, you know. It's like for that.
Right.
And I just told you right there, you can get easily brainwashed by not only the President Trump, you get easily by the media, other supporters you see on YouTube, on the news.
There's two people that's really got more control over you than you realize, and the two people They control two of the biggest companies in the world, and they beefing right now too. For your soul, I'm gonna show you who the two is, and it is uh, Mark Zuckerberg and Tim Cook. So Facebook and Apple are beefing over the future of the internet. A lot of people don't know this is happening, but they want you to do everything through them. Message, phone call, put all your stuff in, and they trying to get your data. And he's saying right here that the fact is it's an interconnected ecosystem of companies and data brokers. Data is your information. It's basically you.
Just think about how many megabytes is your the last purchase you made. How many megabytes they selling that per share or per how many? You know what I'm saying? It's real deep with that.
Yeah.
But I feel like Apple allegedly is more safer than like Facebook or everybody. They just sell it, and they just had to come out about it. Apple says we keep it unless you do something wild or something like that, maybe.
Yeah, Apple, for those that don't know what he's talking about, it is more of a closed system, which a lot of people don't like, but in a way it's more secure because they control it. So what he mean by that is like on Android phones, it's using a Windows system. So all kind of people make apps, hack into stuff, do all kind of stuff on Android phones. Whereas Apple, you have to put your apps only on the App Store. You can't put stuff and modify stuff. It's harder to hack into their phones and things. I say harder because it's possible to hack into anything, I believe.
Oof, my God.
But it's harder to do that stuff through them. They kind of keep it close, but then they take 30% of everything too. So if you're trying to, develop an app and you made $1 million, they're gonna take 300,000. Which, if you are up and coming startup business, you need that capital. You could have hired employees. You could have grew your business with that little money, but they took it just because you put it there. Now, at the same time, maybe you wouldn't have made that million if you didn't have, 100 million iPhones to put your product in front of too. So you got to kind of weigh those things out. They saying that these two companies, they got problems over privacy. And Tim Cook kind of dissing Facebook because I've mentioned this before that Facebook customers are businesses, and what Facebook sells is you and your information. And that's why he said, Tim Cook, if our customer was our product, we could make a ton of money, which means they ain't making money off of us. Like Facebook.
Hey, Whitney, you're right. That's what I was just thinking about too.
Right.
My bad, Jay.
No, you good. It's not right. Because first of all, most people that use Facebook don't know that they are the ones that's being sold. They think because it's free, everybody else must be the whatever they making money off of.
So Facebook got fake audience or lookalike audiences.
I wouldn't put it past them.
I mean, Apple's right about the privacy because Facebook marketing, they really crapped the bed on this one because going so public with the whole thing, they really messed up their image and the whole thing is spreading like wildfire. Because me, I have that situation with because every situation I can't even use my private. I can't even have my Facebook account private because I remember when I was in Facebook, I see somebody using my account as Spanish. So
what?
Yes, some Hispanic kid from Puerto Rico went into my account, posted his grandma and his brother in his picture and using on my picture my name. So I was like, and then me and my mom was confused. And now
so he had your name, but his picture
of his grandma, the Hispanic kid. And then when I found out was that some kid from my school, this Puerto Rican, used my phone. Cause I lost my phone that day. I lost that phone. He used my phone. He went and gave it to his grandma to Puerto Rico. That's how she got into my Facebook. And to me, it just tells me about Facebook that we can't even have privacy in there, not knowing that what that person might do to your account. So that's why I shut it down. That's why I deleted all my account, because this is like, it was getting ridiculous.
Yeah, that's something else right there.
I remember like old Facebook, like old MySpace and stuff like that. The security was trash on there. Like a lot of people's stuff was getting, hacked into. But this was like
before
2000,
Facebook.
7?
Yeah.
Yeah.
MySpace was before, which I'm like wondering, how did they just disappear?
MySpace was the thing, yeah.
Because they became like a music content type thing after a while.
Wow.
But like you said,
here's
once
something
Facebook,
that's interesting right here. It says beginning sometime this spring, every iOS app that wants to track a user, they're gonna have it. They're gonna let you be able to. That is, share their behavior and data with other apps, website, and data brokers.
that's already on there, kind of, because
you gotta get the permission.
Your browser kind of goes off because everything is IP. That's what it seems like.
And this is what you're talking about with Facebook. Makes a lot of money by providing what it calls lookalike audiences, where advertisers upload lists of their existing customers, and then Facebook generates a matching list of users who resemble those customers based on demographic and behavioral data, and so are likely to respond to an ad.
Just like the Russian 2015 election. And the past election, the 2020 election too. Because remember, Facebook had to go to the trial and stuff about that too. Because Russian bots allegedly and all that stuff.
Created fake accounts, and they would act like they're Americans. So what Pharaoh talking about is in 2016, when people talk about the Russians hacked the election, they actually hacked us, Facebook users. They hacked people. They hacked into your already existing fears as Americans and prejudice. And they would create accounts like Black Lives Matter account and then post stuff about, a cop negative or white people negative. And then they'll go make an account, about white power and post the stuff about this or that. When in reality, neither groups was making this stuff. They would also on that Black Lives Matter page, post a rally at this day, at this time, at this location. And then on their little alt-right page that they created, post a rally at the exact same time, location, and day to make both groups show up and be mad and fight. They manipulated people and they manipulated situations. And so once people see, a lot of people, that story, once it kind of died, and a lot of people didn't really get the real truth of what happened. I'm kind of glad you brought that up. And the government knows there's some stuff. I've seen documentaries on HBO about this. They know that I forgot, what is it? Fancy Bear and another bear. That's the group's name in Russia. And one group is like hackers that target something else, and another group is hackers target something else. And they in a building. They know where the building is that they work in. They know all of this, but like they can't drop a bomb on it. I mean, that would be the end of, it'd be World War or something. So
that's just like the I don't know if it was the North Korea hackers or the Chinese hackers that hacked into Sony.
Yeah.
When the with Seth Rogen movie dropped.
Yeah.
Let out all their stuff.
Yeah.
It was right to a building in Tokyo or something like that. Like you said, they couldn't do nothing about it.
Yeah. So what he talking about, and that was actually a funny movie. I like that movie. I think it's not The Dictator. It's called The Interview. I'm about to pull it up. So what he's referring to is another good point. So in the movie The Interview, Seth Rogen and James Franco pretended to assassinate Kim Jong-il in North Korea. And he ain't like that. And they had hacked Sony, the production studio that put this through. I gave it a 7. Hey, I liked it. It was funny to me. But They hacked Sony, let them know how much people was getting paid. They leaked the emails where the executives was talking crap about different actors. They found out they was paying different people different amounts, different stuff, all kind of dirty stuff. They found out that they didn't want men and Ghostbusters no more, and this and that, and all kind of stuff.
Yep, that was around all that time, right?
Yeah. So we see all this stuff was done on purpose for no reason type stuff. And we start to see behind the scenes and things. So yeah, and in that documentary, I'm trying to remember the name on HBO. I just saw it a couple months ago, so it's new. They talk about that on there too. Seth Rogen is in it. Matter of fact, I could find the documentary. I could just go right here, and he'll be under his real name though, because he wasn't acting. And
that's go ahead. My bad.
No, go ahead while I look it up. What was you gonna say?
Because it's crazy. Like, one thing, that's a lot. Well, you don't need a lot of people. You just need a lot of computers, hard drives.
They say that in there too. You don't need as much to hurt somebody now, because they can hack in and they was hacking in to like your local government and then lock your police station computers, and then you need to send $1 million in Bitcoin type stuff, or else like your police station can't operate in your local area, which that's hard for them. They didn't
how they gonna get it?
Right.
But they can do it when you got a gun to your head, right?
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, man, it's crazy, and it don't take much no more. You don't have to have a missile program to cripple a country.
And that's what they're scared about, because I was watching a documentary like while back, probably I think more than 10 years ago, or less than 10 years ago, but it was about the Great Hack or something like that. And not the Great Hack, it was something like Off the Grid, and it was with the cyber warfare, and they could hack into our power plants, the Hoover dams and stuff like that, and shut down all our electricity, almost like an EMP, but just like on a hacking basis or something like that.
Yeah, we made a mistake making everything kind of connected to the internet. You know, that shouldn't be. Why are you having the electrical power plant connected to the internet? You can make it computerized, but it don't need to be connected to the internet. Now you got somebody in Russia that can shut you down. Like, why do they do that?
Because everything easier.
That's true. I guess you can do stuff when you got connected to, you know, remotely, but then it also can backfire on you.
Exactly.
He must have appeared in this as an actor. But yeah. Yeah, that's crazy, man. We in a hell of a situation now. Damn, his name ain't on here.
Speaking of like Sony and big Universal and people like that, a lot of those people are going to go to HBO Max, you think, or Netflix?
HBO Max is starting to become like a Netflix or something.
They getting everything too,
they
bro.
are. And speaking of that, I actually have this on my list to talk about tonight. Is they got the new director's cut for the Justice League. Now, we was just talking about the MCU a second ago. The Zack Snyder Justice League cut is supposed to be much better. It's about to go straight to HBO Max in March, and it's supposed to have all the things that he wanted that would have made it better. Because if you all saw the original Justice League released a few years ago, it sucked. It was corny, and it just showed how much better MCU is than DC right now. But as you see right here, it will be March 18th on HBO Max. And if you got HBO Max, you could watch it for free.
So they must have just filmed that last year or something.
Well, see, that's the thing. It's actually already the same movie. So when you make a movie, you got, you know, hours and hours and hours of footage. And what really makes your movie good or bad is the editing room. you can put it together good or bad, and then it come out, you know, a certain way. Of course, you got to have the stuff on camera first, but some movies, you know, are horrible when it's, you know, one cut, and then you watch the director's cut. You like, damn, this was way better.
Like Dawn of the Dead director's cut 2004. That's great horror movie.
See, I ain't never saw that. What was one of the differences in that?
It was just like a lot more gorier. The camera angles, like you said, the editing, and then when I watched the like them putting it together, you know, the behind the scenes and stuff of the movie. You know, back when DVDs, you could watch all the extra stuff. It's just the cosmetics. They use actually handicapped, you know, disabled people in there and stuff. It was nice. I like that. It was one of my top movies. It was better than the. It wasn't better than the 1972 one, but it was. I like it. One of my movies.
I wasn't trying to do that. But yeah, man, definitely got me wanting to check that out. I like that movie actually. You talking about the one with Ving Rhames?
Yep.
Yeah, I like that one. This right here is supposed to be a minute video talking about. I thought it was gonna say Zack Snyder stuff. Pull this down, son. I guess they're gonna talk about some of his things. Zack Snyder, The Watchmen was a good movie. If you all haven't seen the Watchmen movie, that was dope.
In 2003, 2004 or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I saw that in the movie theater. We went.
Oh yeah,
yeah. That was
I didn't even know about it when it was at the theaters. I just happened to like. I don't know how I came across the Watchmen. But I saw it and I was like, damn, this is good. But I didn't know how, I don't remember how I saw it. Sweet Serenity, hey sis, I'm glad you became a member. I appreciate you. And also thanks again for the super chat. You've been amazing. I appreciate you. Yeah, definitely. I have to check out some of those, but I did not know about The Watchmen when it came out. I was happy when I did see it, though. I got it on Blu-ray now, but yeah, they should have went the style of Watchmen for DC. It seemed like they was at first, but then they let up on it.
It was gritty. Gotham was kind of like that.
Yeah, see,
Gotham reminded me of Watchmen.
Okay, see, I didn't see all of Gotham. You talking about the TV show, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I watched Gotham. It was on Netflix. I watched it on Netflix. It was very fatigued with all those characters.
Correct. You're right.
Mm-hmm. See, I saw 1 or 2 episodes, and it was a bunch of people in that too, but I didn't know.
But their characters are good though.
It was good. Like it didn't went how Batman. No, it started from the beginning how Bruce Wayne became Batman. Tells you how it all.
You follow with Commissioner Gordon in this, right?
Yeah.
Before he Commissioner
Gordon, it makes what makes Penguin so evil. What make Catwoman and Batman have those relationships? What made Poison Ivy be evil? It made all those characters made who they are right now in DC. And seeing that, it was perfect.
Yeah.
Because that's young, you're right. I ain't even think about like how fatigued I was watching it because I ain't even watched the final season to be honest with you, bro. That one and the one before that.
I did.
Because that shit was a lot. But it was good though.
Now let me ask you this, because I didn't think so. They don't show Bruce Wayne as Batman in this, do they?
No.
I didn't think so.
No, it started as a kid. And Gotham started him as a kid, you know. On his life, it's showing you what made him became Batman. Yeah.
We done seen that a million times though, but it's other side of it. Yeah. But the part about what you said about the villains was cool because we ain't never saw all of that except for a couple in the movies. But for the most part, we didn't know, all of that. And
to me, it's like a prequel to Dark Knight.
Okay. Yeah, so maybe it's in the same vein. Like that's why I was saying the grittiness. Dark Knight was really gritty, but then they kind of let up, and the next movie wasn't as gritty. And so that's what I was wondering with that. So you saying this is kind of gritty like Dark Knight, huh? Showing people get killed and stuff, beat up.
Yes, beat up.
Okay. Commissioner Gordon, he crooked.
Nah,
He the only
he bought a
straight.
book.
He the only by the book copper in Gotham. Coco said she loved Gotham. Said the characters and everything.
No.
You like my Lucius Lion? Hey man, you want Lucius Lion, man? Hey, you got Lucius Lion, man.
Jada's actually on that show. Jada Pinkett Smith.
Oh yeah, she's a villain or something, ain't she?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let me see. I think Sweet Serenity, was you trying to come back?
She's trying to get on.
All right, let me see. I put the link on there again. I put the link back in there for you. You trying to get in? All right, I just put the link back in for you. If you want to come on through. All right. Let me see. I had another little story right quick I wanted to talk about. Every time I look up and see this TV, I get mad again. Yeah. Boy, damn.
That's how I be, bro. I know what you mean.
Boy. So when I'm gonna talk about something real quick, little funny one. This they tried to do. They posted this picture on Jeopardy, a Dave Chappelle, and nobody knew who it was.
Oh, I saw this.
Let me see. I didn't see it.
I'm about to show it. Hey, sweet, how you doing?
Hey, happy Friday, everybody.
Happy Friday. Thank God we made it to it.
Come on now. Listen.
Right. What's on your mind?
Listen, the stock market.
Oh,
That's a good spot. Why you say because you ain't got no money in it? That's your.
Listen,
I'm like a money front person. Not like a check. Not like a stock in the online stuff. No, like a money up front person. Like
I don't get it. What's that mean?
Money up front person.
You need your money in your pocket under your pillow.
Yep. No, with money up front person, that means like a person that likes to see cash. They like to see cash on his hands.
You gotta wait. You gotta let it bake. Sometimes you gotta let it bake.
If you got it in your hands, it ain't that much.
So here's a little motivation for you with that, Mr. Young. This is a true story. So
I'm not that old.
Most of y'all have heard, of course, about everything that's going on with GameStop.
Yeah.
I actually have someone extremely close to me who dropped $6,000 in this GameStop stock like 2 weeks ago and cashed out at $300,000 Tuesday. No lie.
Smart man.
Right.
No lie.
See, I didn't know about it 2 weeks ago.
Man, listen.
I finally heard about it. It was already at right.
Did he get
almost 200? So I was like, well, I won't make
that. So have you gotten any AMC or Nokia, BlackBerry? Have you bought any of those?
I bought Nokia.
I don't want AMC no more.
I
don't want it no more.
Well, Wall Street.
I don't want it right now.
So here's the thing. Wall Street then got mad and not trying to stop it because it's okay when they make money off of you. If you make money off of them, they want to change the rules. Right? They're supposed to be stealing from the rich and give to the poor. When the app actually did it, they wanted to stop you. What the hell?
So Jay, that is one of the narratives, of course. You know that you can purchase stocks on Cash App. So although Robinhood has stopped certain trades,
they started again. But
everybody was leaving the Cash App.
Limited purchases. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I got all my stocks through Cash App and Webull. So please don't be fooled.
See, I use Stash. That's where I have majority of my stuff. And I wish I'd have used Stash as a bank. I keep saying I will, but I don't want to switch from Chase. But when you use Stash debit card, they give you free stock wherever you shop. And that
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you get free stock. So like you go in to get gas, they get you free stock in Marathon. You went and got a steak from Longhorn, they give you free stock in Darden restaurants. You go in and buy some shoes, you get free stock in Foot Locker. You know, it's not a lot, but it add up. And especially if you keep going to the same place, every time you shop at Walmart, you getting free stock in Walmart. You know, and so I got a lot of free stock in places, but it's not that much because I didn't use it that often. And so,
well,
but if I made it up with card, I would really have a nice amount by now.
If you sign up with Webull right now, they give you, I think, 3 or 4 stocks that's valued somewhere between, what was it, $800 and $1,600, something like that. So you open an account with them.
Yeah.
And one of the stocks that they actually gave away when I signed up for mine a couple of months ago was AMC. So right now, your girl is doing pretty good. So don't sleep on AMC.
Yeah, you got before the what you call it before.
So I should still stick with it,
man.
That's the thing. Like when I wanted to try it, they blocked me from it. Like you said, they blocked me. You know, they blocked me from trying to purchase it. So I was like,
"Where are you purchasing from?"
Robinhood.
Yeah, man.
Robinhood was one of the places I was.
Robinhood is trash anyway because they charge up commission fees. I don't understand why we're still talking about it.
No, Robinhood don't charge commission fees. And they give away free stock just like Webull. I just didn't like their platform. And at first, Robinhood, you couldn't buy percentages of stocks at first. And so that's why I didn't go with them years ago. Because of that.
You can do through Cash App.
Well, you could do it on Robinhood now. All of these places, you could get the same thing now because it's ultra competitive. And the way they make money is interest off of your money in their accounts.
Absolutely.
But it's the difference. The difference between Robinhood and a lot of things. Robinhood has a lender or something, or they're under somebody or something. It's not like the other like TD Ameritrade and stuff. I don't know who they threw, but
yeah, Robinhood is under Citadel.
There you go. Thank you.
Yeah.
And which is why they had to freeze it, because they could have, if everybody had lost money or cashed out or whatever, they could have been on the hook.
Yeah, they were on the verge of bankruptcy. Yes.
Exactly.
Is that why the Dow was? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Pharaoh.
Is that why the Dow was down?
Yes.
600.
Yes.
Well, part of that. I was just gonna say, people taking money out of other stuff and putting it in this to ride the wave and get money. Like
a lot of people,
the best quarters ever, but they went down because people was investing in all this other stuff because the gains would be higher sooner.
Yeah, a lot of people. So, of course, how this all started, it really is not necessarily about money for a lot of people. I mean, now it is at this point because everybody is getting on this hype train of, hey, we bought this stock. I know when my friend bought it. He bought the stock at $3.14. When he cashed out, it was trading at like $347. Yeah. So that's how he was able to walk away with 300 plus grand. Right. However, a lot of people, the whole thing right now is not so much about the stock because GameStop itself, the company is still a failing company. Okay. And so once all of this hype is over,
I'll talk about that later. I know what you mean, but go ahead.
Yeah, once all of this hype is over, the stock price is going to go back down to where it was, which means it's not going to be worth what everybody is, trading it for right now. The whole purpose of this
is it gonna bust and drop, or is it gonna drop? Well, what do you think? Is it gonna drop gradually, or is it gonna just?
No, I don't think I think it's going to be an immediate. Once the hype of this dies down, it's going to. This is not going to be a small decline. This is rapid decline, going straight to hell. End run. It's a wrap. It's okay.
Right. So I kind of agree, but I kind of don't. It's going to happen, but it's at a certain point. So first of all, how this even happened is that it's a Reddit, and Reddit is Wall Street Bets, and so it's a group of people. And they discuss trades and things like that. Now, in that Reddit, what she was talking about is more than just making money, is because a lot of these people want to bankrupt some of these, investment firms. Right, mm-hmm. Because they bankrupted everybody in the 2008. And I'm in the Wall Street Bets thing. I wasn't in it soon enough to know that I should have been buying this stuff sooner. I ain't going to say that. Then I would be a dummy. No,
at least you're in it now, though.
I'm in it now, but it's too late. But the next one, I'm on to the next one. If it's the next one, now they hate it.
Start a Clubhouse Wall Street Black Bet.
Wall Street.
Black Wall Street on Clubhouse.
Right.
How about that? Mm-hmm.
But so a lot of those people post stories about how their parents lost everything or how hard it was for them, and they say they ain't gonna sell until it get to 1,000. So I think that the GameStop is not gonna crash, or maybe it get up there, then people will sell. So like what's happening now is it's two things to look at with the stock. So it's a lot exchanging. So you have to hear what Sweet just said. Her friend got in it early and he cashed out, which means he sold it. That means it's new people buying it. They're trying to get in now. They're buying up from what everybody else, the original people, made their money. So now everybody getting in now, like me or you or us, we would be the ones left holding the bag.
Exactly.
We the ones got in at 3, 4, 5, 6.
Right. I wouldn't advise anybody to buy GameStop right now at this point. That train has sailed.
Options and bet that it will be going down within a year. Now, this is why I say within a year. Now, Sweet said it's a failing company. It's not. It is, but it's not. What is failing is it's a brick and mortar business.
Correct.
And brick and mortar businesses are in trouble, period. So that's the problem. But GameStop is not in debt.
Touche. I agree with that, Jay.
Yeah, then
just like AMC's not in debt.
It's about to come out, and everybody gonna be buying that shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna make more money, and they'll be back again. But they won't be no 300. It will be around $10 or so, where it should be.
Yes, exactly.
But
correct.
At that point, invest in it. That then. Once it goes back down. But anybody thinking about investing in this GameStop right now, that ship has sailed. You're not going to get in right now and be able to cash out, at 300,000, like my friend. However, with that being said,
unless you do options, it's going to go down within a year.
Yep. Some of these other stocks that they're talking about, like I said, AMC for sure. Because
I got a quick question about that. My bad. For you and Jay. Like about C, and I don't know if y'all know about Dogecoin, because John put that out, and I was invested in that for a minute. Like, how do y'all feel about that? And another question about AMC. AMC, they're basically what I was reading and been told, like, that with this, like, they sold a whole bunch of shares on like close to 1 million, I don't know the numbers, but a lot. And basically, they just got a bailout from us or the stock market.
With GameStop.
Yeah, it's happening.
With the CEO of GameStop, I'm cashing that jet out.
But the way GameStop did it, the guy went to the lender and he went and he borrowed, and then which sounded
he trying not to make people think, oh well, he don't believe in the company type stuff either. You know, just unloaded all his stuff, then that looked bad too on the company in a way. That's why they don't want, the primary person to do that. But at the same time, we kind of just bailed them out directly and gave them an influx of cash. All of these places doing that too. That is
exactly what is happening.
Yeah, because the opposite side is happening. The reason the investments is in trouble because they was putting money that they was gonna make money and putting money that they was gonna go out of business and lose money.
Exactly,
which was pushing them almost out of business. They was and everybody was gonna celebrate if they was right and made money. The GameStop went bankrupt.
Exactly. So basically, in layman's term, for anybody who doesn't really understand it, and this is not my analogy, let me not steal any content creators' work. Shout out to Graham Stephan. Hope you see this, my friend.
Graham Stephan as well, real estate.
Shout out to him.
Millionaire. He became, and this is what I tell my son. He started in real estate at the same age. But go ahead. I watch Graham Stephan as well.
Yeah, he broke it down in a way, to me, I think anybody can understand. So his analogy was, think of it like it's Thanksgiving. And Jay Moore decides that he is going to host the biggest Thanksgiving feast for all of his following on Thanksgiving Day. Okay. Of course, what you need with that feast, turkey. So we, his following, will say Jay has what? 25,000 people in a live stream. We decide we're going to go buy up all of the turkeys that's available everywhere. Walmart, Kroger, Publix, wherever you buy your turkey from. Okay. We buy the turkey. So by the time Thanksgiving rolls around, Jay does not have any turkey for his feast. Okay. He knows that his following does, but instead of going to the store and spending, I don't know how much is the average turkey, $20 a turkey. We say, hey, Jay, you don't have no turkey, but you promised us this feast. So we'll sell you a turkey for $1,000. Of course, the turkey is not worth $1,000. But because Jay wants to keep his word, he then buys the turkey back. That's basically what has happened with this GameStop situation. Okay.
They tried of the investment.
I like the way that you explained it better. I like that better.
When I heard Graham say that, I was like, this is exactly how I will try and explain this going forward to people so they'll understand. Mm-hmm. Basically, they tried to, the hedge funders tried to pull a fast one. And somebody recognized what was happening soon enough before it happened. And so that's why in the beginning, when I said this really isn't necessarily about money for a lot of people, this is exactly what I mean. This is more or less sticking it to the hedge funders so they won't be making all of this money and then still end up getting the bailout, because that means we would have gotten screwed twice. We would have gotten screwed out the stock, and we would have gotten screwed by bailing them out because we're taxpayers. Okay.
Right.
So that's the whole reason why they keep telling everybody to hold. If you do have any stocks, hold your stocks. Don't sell your stocks. Now, the
thing is, if you sell it, you're gonna help them back. So this is how they actually did it. Those investment banks and hedge funds, they announce, it's public. They have to announce what they're doing. And Melvin Capital announced that they were putting puts on GameStop and how much money that they put. So it's easy if you got a group of people with like minds and money to buy the stock and push it up.
And
it's exactly the movie Trading Places. Watch the movie Trading Places. It's exactly what happened to the Dukes at the end with the pork bellies. And I just watched it again recently. And this is how me and my son, we thought. But anyway, they thought that the price was going to go up. So they bought it low.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And so, they bought it where it was, rather, which was kind of high, because they thought it was going to keep going up. And that high you bought it would actually be low. And they could have cornered the market. And then when the price went down, now you stuck with all this stuff so expensive. It's like you buy a brand new Mercedes for $100,000. And you thought you was going to trade it in for 5 Hyundais. But then as soon as you pulled off the lot, you know what I'm saying, you got an accident. Now you stuck with this car that's messed up. You can't get rid of it. You can't do nothing. So then you settle for one Hyundai. But now you still owe that $100,000 Mercedes note. If you ever had a car and you try to trade it in and you owe more, they say you upside down.
That's right.
You went and got out of that, but you owe more for something that you don't have. You still paying for the Mercedes, but now you in the Hyundai.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So that's what them investment banks still holding the bag for that expensive. They thought it was going down, so they borrowed and bought all that, and then it didn't go down. And that's why they say hold. Because if you sell, that's why in overnight trading, they keep trying to drive the price down so you get scared, thinking I'm gonna lose all my money. You see what I'm saying? And you sell and you fall into it and you help them, because then when you sell, it's less demand and it brings the price back down, and you save their ass because they got maybe
That's why people don't sell their Tesla stock and stuff like that.
Well, that's why Elon Musk supports it, because they almost bankrupted him 2-3 different times doing the same thing, betting that he was going to lose money and he's one of the most innovative people in the world, trying to make the world a better place. And they were betting because he would say we'd produce 1,000 cars a month and he would only get to 500 or 600. So they kept trying to push his stock down and make him fair. Yeah, and so that's why he's happy that they losing money, and he keeps supporting GameStop because now it's back on y'all.
Because he tweeted it, right?
Yep.
And that's why they was afraid that he might do that with Dogecoin, but he ain't gonna. They said
he already did.
Yeah. He already did.
He already did. He put it out there about Dogecoin, and that's why everybody is saying. I think Dogecoin is selling right now. I think at last check, it was like 39 cents or something like that. Right. So I mean, if you put $100 on it,
0.0 what?
Here's all of this. If you want to get into this, I got an account with Coinbase. I don't got that much stuff, but you know they'll even give you some of this stuff for free.
Let me hold some, Jay. Let me hold some, man.
It's only about $30.
So Pharaoh,
about $30. But the thing I got with it is it's just too much. I mean, look how many of these it is.
Yes, it is a lot.
It's just too much.
You gotta be committed to it.
And it says like 1 through 30 of 4,137, man.
Yeah.
So like, come on, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, like some of these I would mess with because they've been around and established, but the rest.
I'm not a financial expert with stocks, so y'all take this with a grain of salt. Okay, don't be coming back talking about sweet serenity made me do it. No, the hell
stuff to help us.
Okay.
I put my life savings into your advice.
No, sir. You're not going to put your life savings on my back. No, you're not. Because, listen, I'm telling you now, I'm not an expert. All right? I'm just
make $300,000 in a week.
That ain't got nothing to do with me. That wasn't me. I didn't do it. Okay. However,
was around that greatness. You helped out.
I did. Listen, I made some money off of it. Don't trip, but it was $300,000. So if you guys do want to get into purchasing some stock and make a little bit of coin, I'm just telling you personally what I've done. Okay. When the virus shut everything down last year, and the cruise industry took a major hit, and I'm a major cruiser. I love cruising. Okay,
I always wanted to go on a cruise, but
oh my goodness, I miss it so much. Anyway, I personally have invested quite a bit in cruise stocks.
Yeah, because they're down right now.
Yes, and the whole premise is buy low, sell high. And trust me when I say the cruise industry will be back. Okay. So I know last night I checked and Carnival was trading at like $18.82. If you have a couple of extra dollars, don't invest any money that you don't have right now to lose. This is really just extra money that you have laying around. Make a sacrifice or whatever, don't eat out for a week or whatever it is you need to do. Go donate some damn plasma and, get a quick little $50. I'm just joking.
Give up that blood money.
I don't mean that for real. But anyway, I personally have invested in some cruise stock. And I think by the end of the year, especially if we are able to start cruising here in the U.S. again, those stocks are going to shoot up. So just a little tidbit for you. You know what I'm saying? Do what y'all will with that info. Again, I'm not an expert. I don't trade during the day or nothing like that. Just, somebody has made a little bit of coin off a few stocks.
You trying to help us out.
Hey each one teach one.
Yeah. And,
teach one.
Hey, for real.
Another industry that's really good to look in right now because it's on the rise now. Of course, for the last couple of lives, Jay, I've been getting on. I've been telling everybody about grain, putting everybody on. Of course, a couple of your subscribers have already done it. I know John did it and got that quick little rack that I put him on with. Shout out to you, John. Fintech companies are definitely one to invest in.
And that's financial sectors for those.
Yes.
Banks.
That is the future right there. Okay.
Banks.
That's going away. Okay, that's why you're hearing about all the Chimes, Stash, all of these online banks that you can, do business with. The brick and mortar Wells Fargo's and Bank of America's, trust me when I say it's going away. Okay, so
I could see
That's my little
I could
2 cents.
see that to an extent because it's overhead, and also one of the problems with companies is real estate. See, you guys, a lot of people don't think about it, but like these banks, a lot of them own the building, or you got to rent the building, you got to pay taxes on the building, got to pay employees, got to do this and that. So like they could cut a lot of them costs. So I could see certain locations going away for the most part. Some, you know, they could reduce, but yeah.
But what about like state credit unions and stuff like that?
Just banks, period. I can see
the financial sector, period.
The actual going to a building maybe not the same as much. Not that it won't be a bank, but just going to the actual building.
Oh, going digitally, especially with everybody working at home and stuff.
Yes, I don't know what state you're in, Pharaoh, but I know here in Atlanta, I know a lot of places, a lot of banks now just literally have either an ATM, like a standalone ATM, or they'll have a brick and mortar ATM style bank with no tellers in it, or they'll have like the digital teller, because not many people are dealing in cash anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
Cash is not king anymore. It just isn't. You know, everything is either credit, and now we're going, of course, into the digital currency, the cryptocurrency. So, yeah, it's not going to happen overnight, but it's definitely going away. Believe that.
And if you all are interested, I put this in videos for a long time. In any of my videos in the description box, you can go ahead and there's some of my investment. I use Self. That's for your credit. Acorns. That's a way that you can, you know, build money.
Got that. Yeah.
Short. And I use more than one. You don't have to use only one. I use Acorns. I use Stash to buy stuff, and you can get money when you log in. I think that's a free 20 or 10 on each of these. So you can check it out.
Jay,
I don't promote Robinhood.
You be surprised what you save.
Yay, for real. So you know, I never really liked Robinhood, like I said, because of you couldn't buy percentages. So basically, what that means is, say Amazon stock was $1,000. If you didn't have $1,000, you couldn't have none. Whereas on Stash, if you had $100, you get $100 worth. Better than nothing.
You can on Robinhood now.
Yeah, you can now, but they just did that like a year or two after I had already been on another thing. So I was like, forget it. I ain't gonna just transfer. But you can transfer your securities to different stuff if you want. Like I use TD Ameritrade because you can buy penny stocks there. And so I got a lot of marijuana companies on there.
Yeah, that's what me and my coworker talk about a lot.
Yeah, so I bought like over 100,000 shares in the company. It only cost me $100. So at worst, go ahead. My bad. No, I was just gonna say at worst, it go bad, I lose $100. But if it goes to $1 a share, I got 100 G's.
And there you go.
I don't need it to go to 300 or 50. It just need to go to $1. You see what I'm saying? So you get in at different spots at different times. And you see, I got another one that I think might be the Facebook of weed. You got all the little different weeds and stuff you could pick and choose. You could even get it delivered if it's legal in your city. Like in LA, they deliver. You can go and click and swipe left and I want this and that, and they'll come and deliver it to you. I'm like, man, if this was everywhere, who would not use it?
Because that's the stuff me and my
Naked stock.
Matrix.
The Naked brand.
I bought into Naked. I did get Naked. I got a little Naked now. I don't know if you want to see it because someone mentioned.
So right now, it's still a good time to get in. It's only $1.65.
Is what?
$1.65.
See, when I got in, it was at $1 like 30.
So
and a lot of shares are Naked, and it didn't cost me that much, just $200. And you know, if it hits like what you call it, I'm gonna get Naked for real on this month. You know what I'm saying?
I think Naked is going to actually. I think they are. You can make some money off that one. It opened this morning at 225.
Yeah,
it closed at 114. So yeah, I think that would be a good one. I think I might have gone ahead and listen. You got me over here about to buy some stocks now.
Go ahead, do it.
My son,
how y'all feel about?
My son is he's into this stuff. I've taught him to be a owner and not another consumer. So when things happen, he looks at as an investment opportunity. When there's new things or new products coming out, he come and let me know, hey, maybe we should get into this or that, or hey, this and that. And I'm happy that he's not another person looking to buy and spend his paycheck every time he get it.
Hey, listen, something somebody told me not too long ago. Of course, we've heard it, but especially with Black people here in America, and our lack of financial literacy for a number of reasons, some being our own fault, others, it's not. But America is a business, and America's business, the number one generator of money for this business that we call the United States is every last one of us. We are the product. That is why marketing and advertising is so in demand, because we
economy
are the product. Okay, they put things on the market. Hey, we're gonna put this PS5 on the market. They don't really have to do any advertising for that. You know why? Because people are gonna get on YouTube, people gonna get on TikTok, they're gonna get on Instagram, and they're going to promote it for the company. So, Jay, I think you were the one who actually gave this tip during one of the lives recently about the company the technology behind all of these gaming companies. Okay, look into that. Yeah. Yes. Now those stocks are ridiculously high right now, but you can't buy in at a fraction of the cost. You don't have to buy the whole stock, and you can still make some money off of it. But definitely, you know what I'm saying, start developing the mindset of you are a business. Jay-Z said that. Jay-Z said he is not a businessman. He is a businessman. So
that's why I grew up listening to.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Hove, I don't like to say that though, because that's blasphemous. But anyway, Jay-Z, in 96, I graduated high school. I'm bumping in Reasonable Doubt. I'm like, oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, I'm used to listening to, some stuff like that when I was coming up. But Jay-Z got some game for you.
Yes.
And, and also let me go back to this naked right quick. So what she is saying and bringing up, Wall Street Bets has about 5 or 6 targets that they're going after.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how we know about naked. They didn't get to it yet, but it's on their list. Mm-hmm. So first they got to GameStop, and they really did good before Wall Street knew what was happening. Now they trying to crack down. That's why AMC having the problems it's have with why we can't get the money we want to make on it, because they would have made it probably up there with GameStop if they wasn't already, being jealous trying to stop it. And what's the other one? Nokia,
BlackBerry, Bed Bath & Beyond, Genius Brand.
Was it American?
Who?
Was it American
Airlines?
Those
the ones my coworker was telling me about that's coming out with phones other than the iPhone. Nokia and BlackBerry, are they developing a new?
Man. You young. Man. Nokia used to be number one. They used to be. So when
that's what I'm saying.
90s, if you had a Nokia, you was doing one. You remember that?
You was the shit, right?
I got that Nokia. Remember we used to play Snakes on the phone.
Oh my God, that's Snake. Come on,
I used to play that on my Nana's phone.
Boy, what? You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But they messed up their company model similar to BlackBerry, because BlackBerry was the best phone you could have at one time.
So why are they targeting it?
So just the reason why they're targeting it is because it's about sticking it to the hedge funds. They are taking.
So that's part of it too.
Yeah, because they still are legitimate companies, and their stock is low.
Right. So
they're not doing strictly phones no more. They're still doing like computer, like technology, making hardware.
Pharaoh, you thinking too hard about it, baby. It really isn't about what they are doing or not doing. It's the fact that the stock is cheap. Okay.
And it's a company that they know.
Right. And if remember
the problem what Sweet just said, it's not about what they doing and not doing. Why?
They're controlling the stock market.
Because GameStop controlling the stock market deserve this. Yeah, they manipulating it, taking advantage. Pick a company that we all know.
It's a money glitch.
Basically.
Exactly. There you go. There you go.
The thing is, in reverse, because they've been doing this money glitch to us and to the companies.
Exactly.
Now we got the power because we can trade for free on these apps. We never could do that. When I was coming up, I needed a stockbroker to buy that, and I got to pay prices and stuff, and that they ain't gonna deal with me. But now I can go and buy stock with $100, $500.
You know what I'm saying?
And I can do it instantly.
There you go.
Call nobody, and that's how. And then we could get on chat rooms with social media and network.
Exactly.
And so now we have that power away, sort of like how the music industry lost power when Napster and all that stuff went digital. You know, I can make an album and put it out. I don't even need to go to, you know, Columbia and them no more. Or even like to be on TV. Similar, YouTube is really like a cable network. And every channel is a different channel. It's YouTube channels. And I can be a star and make $1 million on YouTube. I don't need to.
Like you said with Napster. Like you said with Napster, we could do that with the online banking, like you just said, buy into the online or banking stock and take that power away from the big banking corporations, man.
But you need more people. So Wall Street Bets had like 2 million people.
Exactly.
So 2 million people with money can make something. 20, 30 people ain't gonna do a damn thing.
It's strength in numbers.
Exactly.
The capital insurrection. Okay.
Yeah,
you could not have Corn Boy, Mr. Zip Tie Man, and Mr. Confederate Man. The three of them together could not have pulled that off. The reason why they were able to pull that off is because they amassed 300,000 people to come up there and overwhelm the government. I mean, what are you going to do with all of these people? You can't shoot all of them. You don't have enough bullets. You don't have enough manpower. So it's the same thing with the stock market, like he just said. The fact that Wall Street Bets now has all of these people, and now that it has gotten the publicity that it's got, is more than 2 million people. Hey, we are on here talking about this right now.
I feel like the black community should be more. I feel like our community should be more focused on this, but they hit us with the tiny TI stuff.
Come on, you gotta stay woke, baby. You gotta know what the game is.
And that's what I've been telling my family this past couple. Like, come on, y'all,
because you have to know what the game is.
Can I just make you forget what we just said just 5 minutes ago? Can I make you not know anything now? Like once you know, you know. So the only way to stop you from knowing is never to let you know and never go down that road. Because once you know, oh damn. Now what can I do now? I gotta change.
And that's why you got these politicians that's trying to get in and change the regulation with, you know, how we buy stocks, which is manipulating the free market. If we can't get in and buy stocks, you know what I'm saying? How is this a free market?
Everybody. Right. Exactly.
And I call that bullshit out just like, what? They gonna stop my trade, bro. I put that shit in. Never mind. I don't even want to talk about that, but
yeah, and I was mad because I tried to get into Nokia and I couldn't, but it actually saved me because I was like 5 something and it dropped to 4. I would have lost $200. I only was buying $300 worth though, because I ain't want to put too much. Like, here's another thing. Don't put in money you ain't able to lose. I ain't got that much to lose. 300 is a nice amount to lose to me, too.
Yes, please don't be putting your life savings in. I was reading a couple of online boards that I'm a part of. Somebody talking about they took money out their 401k. They took like $600,000 out their 401k to buy all of this American Airlines stock, and I was just like, I really hope, like hell, that you have a backup plan for that. Yes, please do not do that. Like I said, take $50 and start small. And before you do anything, do the research for yourself. It really isn't that hard to get into. I know a lot of the financial talk, you know, you have to learn the lingo and understand what puts are and, you know what I'm saying, what options are. But it really is not that hard. If we can sit up here and learn all the words to a doggone rap song, okay, if we can remember every fact about power from season 1,
right.
We can do this. We can learn some damn stocks, y'all.
But we smart people, like Jay said, the 20 people we all in here, we could all do we could all do it all. Hopefully. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully.
Together.
And also y'all know y'all can transfer shares to your kids, right?
Right.
Okay. So let me give y'all a quick little tip. Y'all know I got to come through with my credit every live and give y'all a free tip. Y'all know how I do. So for everybody on the live that has kids, hear my voice, please. I've done this. It works. Okay? If you have any children under the age of 18, I highly encourage that you start building their credit now. It is not hard to do. Okay?
You can add them on your credit card as an authorized user.
And they inherit all of your credit history. Now, if you got some jacked up credit or your credit is kind of spotty, I would not advise that you do this. If you have an older person in your family, like grandma got an 800 credit score and she done had an American Express card since 1992. Call grandma, call American Express, add little, you know what I'm saying, little note onto your card. You don't have to send the card to them. Don't have to worry about them using the card. It's not about them using it. It is truly about them inheriting all of that good credit history. And when they turn 18, I can almost guarantee you that their credit score is going to be over 700. At that point, open up an account with them, with a bank. You know, I prefer credit unions myself. I'm partial Navy Fed.
I do both. I got a credit union and the bank. I like Chase Bank because it's power in that big, large bank.
Yes, sir.
It's good to know your local credit union because you develop a personal relationship. They know me. They don't know my account. They know me.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I can go get a loan from them. I can go talk to little Susie.
Yeah.
You know, now Chase will do the same, but they don't give a damn. They don't need my money or business the way, you know, your local credit union can help you. And
credit unions are much more lenient with their credit requirements. Like I said, I'm more partial Navy Fed. I love Navy Fed. Navy Fed has definitely changed my life. So if y'all are not with Navy Fed, I highly encourage that you get in with Navy Fed.
In the Navy?
No, sir, you do not. Common misconception. Okay.
I never heard of Navy Fed. I'm with Forum Credit Union. I don't know.
Whoa, pause, stop, full stop.
What?
Jay.
Yeah.
You've never heard of Navy Fed Credit Union?
Never in my life. I've heard of teachers.
I haven't either.
Yeah, I've heard of teachers credit union. Ain't no Navy Fed where I'm at, not in Chicago and not in Indianapolis.
Oh, wow.
No. Most credit unions are local though.
Navy Fed is
not nationwide. Yeah, that's probably the only one. Teachers credit union might be.
Oh, wow.
No, I never heard of Navy Fed.
Jay,
Anybody in the chat heard of that?
Jay, I need for you to get on the Navy Fed train. You know what? I'm going to have to send you an email.
Girl, yes. I got 5 bank accounts.
I don't care. I do not care. Navy Fed is going to change your life.
I can show y'all this because they put their card numbers on the back. See that? Y'all ain't supposed to see that.
Get rid of that Quicksilver one, though, and just get with the regular Quicksilver. You paying the annual fee with that one.
No, I ain't got no balance. No, ain't no annual fee.
With
they
one?
keep trying to send me stuff, bro.
This actually is for people to start your credit. So I got this. That's one of my oldest cards. And you should keep cards. And you should watch Graham Steppen because he'll let you know this too. I knew this already, but he brought up a video about the longer you keep it, then establish your length of credit. You know, you need a long credit history. That's also part of it because it's like Linda don't know who the hell you are. You just popped up 2 years ago out the blue. You know, and you want to finance a car for 5 years. You ain't even been around for 5 years. So, you know, you got to keep your credit history and accounts open for a long time.
Okay, quick question. Could you put your child on your Self on the Self app?
Self is for credit. That's not a credit card.
Okay, you can only do that for their own credit card. Okay.
Yeah, so the way Self work is similar to like a secured credit card in a way. Except they don't give you the money up front. They'll give it to you when you're done paying it off. So for Self, say you want to improve your credit, you could do a 1 year or 2 year plan. Say you want to do the 1 year plan. They say pay, and I'm just doing this for easy math. They'll say pay $100 a month for a year. And at the end of the year, we'll give you, now, of course, $100 a month in 12 months is $1,200, but they will charge you a couple fees and things. So they'll say at the end of the year, we'll give you $1,000, for example. And your credit will go up because they do it as if we gave you a loan and you pay the loan back. But then we don't actually give you the money till after you paid it off. So it's kind of a reverse loan kind of thing. So
which could work for some people though, because some people don't need their loan first. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Just a question. Okay.
but it's something that can be done because you can't get a loan if you're under 18.
Mm-hmm.
You can't really get a credit card and stuff if you're under 18. You can't even get Cash App doing certain things under 18 because I was setting it up for my son, and when he put in his birthday and show his stuff, they say he ain't old enough to buy securities and buy Bitcoin and things. So it's certain things that you are not able to do at 18, which then makes it harder for you to establish credit because you can't start until you're 18. So Self allows you to help build your credit for your children before they're 18. And then they got a head start on building their credit. Plus you get a little bit of money back as a loan or whatever. So, you know.
And that's why it needs to be taught in school.
Right. Sheena, she said that Navy Fed is in 30-something states and it's in Maryland.
So it doesn't matter even if it's not in your state, you can still get an account with them. Let me be clear about that. And again, online, I really want you guys to look into Navy Fed. And once you look into it, you'll understand why I am so adamant about you getting an account with these folks, okay? Please look into it. Get an account. Go online. Do not be fooled. And I'll be careful with my words here because do not be fooled. You do not have to be in the military to have an account, okay? I have not served in the military, but I was able to get an account. I will not say how exactly because I don't want nobody coming after you, girl. But there are ways. If you want to know, reach out to me. As a matter of fact, I'll put my contact info. Of course, I tell y'all every live I'm all things credit and finance. So if you need some help with your credit, getting your credit straightened out, holla at your girl. I'm gonna drop my info in the live chat. Y'all hit me up and we can go from there.
There you go. And this is just an article I meant to bring up when we was talking about they had to save their own ass because a lot of people got mad like Pharaoh and others at Robinhood, but they holding the bag too. You know, like you said, Pharaoh, maybe you ain't think about it yet, but and Sweet, you remember the name. I don't remember who is it this overwall Robinhood. Citadel. There you go. So man, don't nobody want to lose money. They don't either. That was scary for them. Plus, they ain't never been in that situation.
Yeah, because the power shift is happening, and that's why I think with a lot of the other stocks that they're betting on right now. I mean, this is a movement. This was not a one-time thing. People are fed up now at this point. This really all started because, people got tired of these big companies being bailed out, and we get a $600 check. That is where the premise of all of this started. Back in 2008, I'm sure everybody remembers the big housing crash and how bad that affected everybody. People lost literally everything, their homes, their 401ks. Oh, and speaking of 401k, if you guys hear any chatter right now, because that's a big thing that's going around with these stocks. Oh my God, y'all need to go ahead and stop playing these games with this GameStop stuff because people are going to lose their 401ks. I hope y'all know that the hedge funds use your 401k money to actually buy these stocks. Listen, all of that is a bunch of scare tactics. You know what I'm saying? It's a bunch
where your money in the 401k go. And if they didn't buy GameStop, it don't matter to you.
Exactly.
Like that's one thing about if you look into my thing I showed you in any of my descriptions, Acorns, you can set up a 401k with Acorns. I got a 401k. I don't have a job at no company. So you can make your own damn 401k. You don't have to get a job.
You can make your own 401k and your own stimulus. Let them know.
Yes, you can.
Now, a job does match you. Like when I worked at UPS, they did match me on my stuff, which is excellent because they giving you free money.
Yep.
So hey, that's a good thing. But hey, if you got a job that don't give you a damn thing, well, hey, you ain't got to just live your life not having nothing saved. You can still do something, and it's better than nothing. So yeah, that's something you should try. And Coco, I'm gonna have to do. I'm glad that you said this. That brings me to something I should have said earlier. So she said, she trying to set up her Weeble, and so want to help. So this is what I was gonna say. I'm glad you kind of brought this up. Who the hell is at my front door? Get the strap. All right. It's 10:30. What the fuck? Hold up.
Don't get the strap.
I'll be back. No. But there is somebody at my door, but they gotta knock hard first before I get the strap. Anyway. You should have rang the bell, bitch.
Oh my goodness.
Call first. You got a cell phone. I get distracted. Anyway, this gives me a perfect time to talk about in February, which is starting Monday. I'm gonna make some changes. So I'm not gonna go live every day like I've been doing. I'm gonna do Friday, Sunday, and Monday on YouTube, and then Saturday on Twitch. I'm gonna have to repost this somewhere too. And on Wednesdays, I'm gonna do members only, and then we could talk about whatever, however, and then we could talk about stuff like that because it ain't out there for millions of people to see all your damn information and hear everything. So I'll
definitely be a part of that, Jay. I got a lot of info for y'all.
And I want you to be a part of it and everybody else too, but we got to kind of protect ourselves too. That's why Absolutely. Wall Street Bets got a private group too, and now everybody got into their business. You see what happened. They trying to stop them, trying to do this and that. Hate. So, I ain't trying to keep information from nobody and this and that, but we got to also protect ourselves too.
Yes.
Right.
It's some no-gooders. It's some no-gooders out there. I don't want the no-gooders. The no-gooders don't like to pay, so the no-gooders don't come.
Speaking of your boy, Joe Exotica, how you feel that he's out?
He out.
He is out.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
They showed him on World Star that he was out.
Oh, wow.
I missed that.
How did he get out?
Right.
They said somebody told me. Who told me it was Biden? I think my old lady or something said Biden got him out, but
okay,
I don't know how. I gotta look it up, but they showed him on World Star that he was out.
I'm pulling that out. What? Well, they can't keep a good tiger down.
Oh my God! Don't talk about the good tiger. Don't talk about the good tiger, honey. Carol Baskin. Husband whacked him.
Carol Baskin.
Carol Baskin.
Fat bitch.
So somebody did bring this up. I want to circle back to this because I do want to get y'all opinion on it. I haven't really been following the story. Clearly, my mind's been preoccupied with this money. Anywho, what do we think about this T.I. and Tiny situation? What is going on?
Which one? What? I missed this update too. And from what I see right quick before we go in there, I don't think Joe Exotic is free. It say it ain't no get out of jail. That was just the 20th.
Okay, so he ain't out. Okay.
No, I didn't think so.
I know the last time I heard about him, he was crying about not being able to get out because Trump
That's
didn't.
what I saw too. Then I saw something on World Star. He was out, free from prison. So that was the first time he was free or something.
He ain't never been free. This is in November, and they was trying to free him. It's unlikely September. No get out of jail free card. That was just 9 days ago. I sure didn't get the update on my phone and stuff. I'm subscribed to everybody's news, from Fox News to Wall Street Journal to whoever else. I got so many news things come through. Hollywood Reporter.
See, that's like brainwashed.
Yeah, that must have been
listening to that mainstream media.
Okay, yeah, I ain't seen nothing about it. I just saw it on World Star. Okay.
Brainwashed, girl, stop playing.
You brainwashed. You listening to CNN. That's fake news. I thought you knew.
I like to clean the brain. That's all. All right, go ahead. What was you saying?
I was just asking what everybody thinks about this T.I. and Tiny crap. Supposedly, they involved in some sex trafficking or something, or
I think it's true.
Collecting girls and
I think it's true.
The heck?
I think it's true. It's the same thing R. Kelly was doing, sending women to go get girls. The same
And
thing.
so
They ain't care who it
Tiny
was.
was doing that for T.I.?
Yeah, Tiny and T.I.
They were both wanting their own little. Oh my goodness, I missed this.
And they were saying like that whole thing that they got into in Las Vegas that year after T.I. got released from prison, that he when Tiny got caught with ecstasy and he had like marijuana or something, they got pulled over or something, that they was rounding up girls then. And then another case where a lady named Sabrina said that T.I. held a gun to her head or something.
That's what it's saying right here. They saying they so it's saying right here that T.I. and Tiny they have allegations from Sabrina Peterson, who accused them of holding a gun to her head previously. Now this latest round alleges and a few screenshots of DMs from several women accusing the rapper and his wife of disturbing incidents of sexual abuse and other transgressions allegedly from more than a dozen women. The accounts claim that the women were forced to take drugs and pressured for sex. Man, I would like to say, I'm not going to say that's not true, but women, don't put yourself in compromising situations. If I'm going to hang out with a group of gay guys that are like, I know they get down a certain way, I might watch what I drink and do things or something. You know, rappers and people in Hollywood is questionable, man. Stop hanging with these people like they gods and stuff. You know, people want to hang just to take pictures and say they hung with these people. Man, forget these people, man. Straight up. If he was anybody else, y'all wouldn't be trying to do that. Like, man, always watch your own drink. Can't nobody make you take drugs. You already take it and hanging with them. Like, if I'm hanging with people, if I become famous or rich and I'm hanging with Jay-Z and them and they pull out a little plate of booger sugar, I pass. Yeah, you gonna put my face in it? You didn't. I didn't. That's the only way you can. But then we got a real problem.
So a lot of okay, let me not say a lot. There are some stories out there that a few of these women did not actually partake in any extracurricular activities with them, and that they were drugged. That Molly and ecstasy was put in water for them and given to them by Tiny.
Now that's totally different.
And they woke up and were in the bed with another couple that wasn't T.I. and Tiny. And, you know, listen, I don't know.
Let me go back to reading.
Let me not say too much. It's really a small circle. Everybody hang out with everybody down here. So
that's right. You are in Atlanta now.
I don't have anything to say about this situation.
But you would actually hear, you know, chatter on the ground. So what?
I don't have anything to say about this situation.
Would you handle their finances or something? What you worried about?
Oh, absolutely not. I have no affiliation to either one of them.
Well, all you got to do is say allegedly.
No, I won't say allegedly. I don't have anything to say. I was not there. I have not witnessed anything. So I don't know anything.
People in Atlanta saying.
I mean, there's a lot of chatter that's going on around that the young lady, Sabrina, was kind of the catalyst for all of this. And a lot of people are saying that, you know, she's known to be a liar and a scammer. So, you know, a lot of this is being made up. Okay, that's cool, fine and dandy. I guess my thing is just some of the stories from a lot of these women are just a little too consistent, you know, with each other. Too many details, like little details that it wouldn't make sense to make a lie about this, you know.
Right.
So it's just something that gives you pause. I don't know what, you know, either one of them are into in their private lives. I do know people personally that hang with them. So again, I have nothing to say beyond that.
Well, here's a statement that Tiny has right here. It says, Tiny aggressively denied the gun claim from Peterson earlier this week, responding in the comment on Shade Room. So hold up. So you want your abuser to train your sons? He was just uncle 2 years ago. Now when did you say my husband assaulted you?
Yeah, that is a horrible Tiny impersonation. I
can't get my voice. That's
not to do that again, Jay.
Did you change your mind or did it change back? That was closer to.
I mean, listen.
She said, "What will you today, Pooh? I confused. Well, there go my thing. Where will you today, Pooh? I confused. Did you change your mind or you change it back?"
Jay, no, please stop.
You try to
elevate. This.
See you coaching me. I'm getting better. Did you say?
No, Jay. No, baby. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Put it in the pink.
I've never heard anything negative about Tiny. Everybody says the same thing about her, that she's a sweetheart. You know, she's definitely a ride or die for not only her husband, but, you know, if you are in her circle, then hey, that's what it is with her. So it is. When I heard the allegations that she was included in it, it was definitely the deadly side eye that I gave. Like, okay, I don't think I believe that. I think, you know, enough of her reputation is out there for me to say that. T.I., on the other hand, he's got some. I'm not saying that he's guilty of anything. Again, I don't know, but I'm also not a T.I. fan. Anybody that knows me knows that. I have had a personal encounter with T.I. I'm not a fan. So one of the first encounters I had was back in like 2002. So this was during the Rubber Band Man era. Wow, so he wasn't as popular.
That's his best album. That's the only album I got of his.
Yeah.
Trap music.
I was working in the mall, and he came past the store that I was working in at the time, and he was trying to talk to me. I knew who he was, but like I said, he wasn't the T.I. that he is today. Okay. T.I. is in no way my type, like, period. Nothing about him is my type. So I wasn't rude to him. You know, I'm cool. And I got cussed out. So that was my very first encounter with T.I. And I know
he ain't your type, but they all can't look like me. Okay, I understand.
Listen,
give a brother a chance.
All my love for you, baby. You know that.
Appreciate it. I wish I could, you know, be there, but I mean, it's a distance thing. So give another brother a chance.
Listen, I will give another brother a chance, but he is not it, and he's a Libra. I'm sorry. Yes, I'm just time. I can't do Libras. No, they cool to hang out with.
About a Libra. What is a Libra traits like? I have no idea.
A little too friendly for my liking. They are known as ladies' men.
Friendly way, or
yeah, they are. Yeah, okay. I don't like the whole you flirting with everybody you see. I can't get with that. No. That's my job. I'm a Sag. That's what I do. So we both can't be doing the same thing. No. And yeah, Sheena, I agree. His arrogance is on like a different level. And that's exactly what I mean when I say that he was not my type. That's exactly what it is. He's very, very arrogant. No.
He started that arrogance. I picked up on it when he did that King stuff.
I can't with him. No.
King versus T.I. versus King or something like that.
No.
T.I. Yeah, but he had an album called King, and it was King of the South. Black cover or something. And I'm like, man, King of the South. You heard the Scarface fool? Well, man, 8 Ball. It's a whole bunch of people I can name from the South. It just started.
T.I. got pulled out by Lil Flip. Got pulled out by Lil Flip in the car.
He ended Lil Flip's career. We ain't heard from Lil Flip since, so.
You think so? I mean, you right. We ain't heard nothing from Lil Flip. You right. We ain't heard nothing. But I don't think
he's still making money though. But his career publicly as a big man was ended.
Yeah. Right.
But he was a corny rapper though, and T.I. had lyrics. So you know,
T.I. bars. I won't take that away from him. He's very rapper.
Yeah, and
I'm gonna be nice. I can give credit
people by their work. And then I'll judge somebody by their personal separate. Like, I don't like Penny Hardaway, but I got to give him credit. He was a baller. So I could like him for what he did on the court, but then I don't like that, you know, either. You know, so
What you think about 50 Cent?
I'm actually kind of neutral on 50 Cent. I don't dislike 50. I'm not a big of a fan of his. When his first album came, I actually became a fan, and I actually bought the second one, the Massacre. I didn't buy the first one, but I bought the second one. Like, oh yeah, I can buy this. And the Massacre was dope. I like that. I let that whole thing ride. The Massacre was pretty good, man. But then the next one wasn't the same and things, but I also like him acting and his movie transition, and also I like his investment in business prowess.
That's what trips me up with 50, right? I'm definitely a seeing is believing type of person. I that's a good and a bad thing. I like to see things for myself or experience things for myself before I can really make a judgment on them. And so when it comes to 50 Cent, I often have to ask the question, is he being serious? Because on one hand, like you just said, he does have all of these great qualities behind him. You see him in business and he is really a beast. Like, no denying, if you want to, make some business moves. He is a troll. Is he really though? Like, is he being serious when he's doing this trolling? Like, I don't know if this is serious, if I should take this seriously, like what the stuff he was going through with his son publicly. Was that serious? Like,
that's I don't know. I don't know how to take that either though.
I think that was kind of serious too. That was kind of messed up. So I see this in a different way. So coming from Chicago, I'm kind of similar to an upbringing of a New Yorker. And like I always say, Chicago people are the funniest. Well, we bust balls. Everybody, your mama, your daddy, your friends, your teachers, everybody got something smart to say. It's funny, but it's kind of hurtful too. You know what I mean? And now people kind of call it trolling, but in a way, trolling, you kind of doing it just to be kind of mean in a way sometimes too. But I look at it sometimes like he could be busting balls, but like he kind of did it to Natari a little bit too hard, kind of hurt feelings a little bit. But it would have been funny and okay with me had he not did it public like he did. Like if he
that's the thing with him, he does stuff like that.
And so that's kind of a little, I get it, but a little too far. But that's kind of his brand and self-promotion. Like Kanye, self-promotion is crazy talk.
Oh my God. Don't get me started on Kanye.
But Kanye is probably a little bit more serious than 50 though. I don't think 50 means. Like, he'll push your buttons all the way. I felt like maybe Ja Rule situation a little bit more serious. Everybody else, he poking fun at, you know what I'm saying? But
so I
don't know. Maybe Kanye really is crazy. That's my boy, but bro, do be. I don't know.
No, he ain't really crazy. And I got a friend of mine.
You don't think so?
No, I don't. But he's very convincing. Now, I'm not saying he like got it all together completely, but I don't think he's all the way tweaked out either. You know, and so like I would say, like what you're saying, because a friend of mine used to be head of security for Kris Jenner, and he would work also at Kim Kardashian's. And you know, they all family and live in the same complex at Calabasas. So he would see him all the time and talk with Kanye and stuff. I'm like, man, you talking to that crazy dude, like joking or whatever. Like, yeah, man, I'll say, you know, he gonna kick your ass. I used to see a big swole muscle neck ass dude. I hope you watch it. Your big swole ass. I'd be like, Kanye gonna kick your ass. He'd be like, man, you better get him hurt. Like, man, he gonna kick your ass. You better not fall asleep. I told you we bust balls, so I'm just fucking with him buzzing him because he know Kanye can't kick his ass. But I say, boy, you better not let him see. He gonna punch you in the mouth, boy. You about to get him, you know what I'm saying, forked up. Anyway, so I'd be like, man, dude, tripping, man, this, that, and the other. Black people just wanted to be slaves, man. He like, dude, his album is coming out. That right there brought his name into the limelight. Free publicity, free promotion. He would have had to pay millions to get that same amount of name recognition and promotion. Just like Lizzo.
He don't ever pay millions for his promotion.
Huh?
He don't ever pay millions for his promotion. He paid millions for like his music videos. He paid millions for like his music videos and art performances and all that fancy
But
stuff.
that's the smart part about it. Just like Trump got all that free airtime when he was running the presidency.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad you brought him up because personally, I think that the most epic Twitter battle ever would be between Trump and 50 Cent. And I genuinely don't know who would win. Do y'all really imagine that? Like, think about it. The two biggest trolls I know, Trump and 50 Cent. I would really love to see that. And I don't know who would win.
That's a good one right there.
Yes, I was really hoping that at some point they would have gotten into it, but it never happened. But I was
Trump
really
ain't got the memes like 50 do though.
No.
That Atari meme was crazy. Listen, I was like, bro.
But Trump people would come through.
He really is. And some of his, Trump on Twitter is funny. Hey, don't trip.
It's the Kung Flu. The Kung Flu.
That was funny.
Kung Flu. I actually like Trump as a television personality. I like him as somebody that was entertaining.
Like Chef Ramsay and Simon Powell. Like Chef Ramsay and Simon Powell.
Right. Like, I like Trump. He was funny to me. He made me laugh. Like,
he is funny. I agree. He is very funny.
But I didn't want to be the damn president.
And I think that Simon is a match for my husband in my head, Chef Ramsay. Okay, let's just be clear. Chef Ramsay is the greatest to ever do it. Okay, we'll cut you out and then fix you something to eat right afterward. Okay, let me explain something to you. That is definitely one of my dreams to meet him. I would love to cook in his kitchen for real, because I enjoy cooking. But I would love to cook for Chef Ramsay. Absolutely, I'm here for that.
You thought this was cooking?
It's raw.
This dish for me. This is raw.
Yes, I love Chef Ramsay.
Heat to the plate. This is despicable.
That's bad.
My old lady showed me something with him and his daughter. Like, they do little TikToks, I guess, together, and it shows like people trying to cook, and he'll critique the people's TikTok cooking. Like, why would you put that there? Like, y'all know, I don't want to be racist, but white people, they like to eat a lot of raw stuff, and he'll start tripping like you just said, raw. Like, come on, man.
Raw.
European food is nasty sometimes. Now, Parisian food is supposed to be really good, but you ever had, like, what is it, beef tartare?
I have.
That's raw beef, right?
It's steamed.
Yeah, it's like it's prepared in a way that we ain't normally eating it that way.
What kind of beef is it?
Sushi. I only like California roll. Little cream.
That ain't no damn sushi.
Exactly. That's all I like. Little cream.
Sushi is good though.
A little piece of crab meat. You can roll it up like a blank, and I'm good.
Lord help you. You need to get up on sushi. It's pretty good. There's different types. It's not all raw. It is not all raw.
I don't like the salmon and the seaweed and all of that stuff.
What?
Oh no!
I like the rice part of it. I like all that little sauce they have in it. It's pretty good, bro.
So what everybody doing this weekend?
Huh?
What y'all doing this weekend?
Well, tomorrow I got some movies playing on Twitch. We're gonna watch the Five Bloods. And if we got time, we might watch Polar.
I'm not a movie person. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Well,
Five Bloods, you'll like it. That's a good movie.
It's got some really good actors in it. It's got Delroy Lindo. It's a Spike Lee movie. Speaking
of Delroy, that interview that he did was he was on some news network. I just saw this on TikTok last night, and it was difficult. Me up. And he was trying to it was 3 white news reporters, and it was 2 women and 1 guy. I don't know what news station this was on, but it was so funny. Please look this up when y'all get a chance to. The guy was like, so you have all of these black rappers that constantly use the N-word, but then, you guys get upset when we use it. And the way that Delroy looked up to this guy I'm telling you, if looks could kill, homeboy would have been dead on arrival, like no questions asked. And he was just so grown man with it. He was like, just say it. He's like, go ahead and say it. And so the guy wasn't expecting this. He was like, no, I'm not going to say it. You know, I can't say that word. He was like, it's okay. I'm going to say it with you. Just say it. Y'all please look this up. Just type in on YouTube, Delroy and white news reporter. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
That was recent?
I don't know how recent this was. I just saw it on TikTok.
About a year or so ago.
You know what I'm talking about, Pharaoh?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yeah, Delroy is good. This also got Isaiah Whitlock, Jonathan Majors, who was in Lovecraft Country, and then it also got just died. I hate to say it that way.
Chadwick
Boseman. I'm surprised his name ain't right here. Oh, here it is. Damn, they got him all the way at the bottom.
I like Delroy Lindo. He's one of my favorite. I like him in Malcolm X. Brooklyn.
Oh yeah, damn good actor. I just read an article and they were saying why he ain't did anything in a while, and that's because he got labeled as being difficult, they said, which damn near killed his career.
That's what they say about Isaiah Washington, but he's still in
stuff. My God, I love Isaiah Washington. He's a phenomenal actor.
Yeah, he is.
But yes, that has been said about him pretty much on every project he's worked on. So
yeah,
I don't know about
something that they'll say it about you if you don't do certain things, or you don't whatever.
You don't wear the dress in Hollywood.
That's
what they say.
Because I was just reading about Katherine Heigl was saying she was labeled as difficult and it messed up her career. So
well.
Yeah, never know.
Well, I don't particularly care for her as an actress, but okay. I guess.
Yeah,
Jay, I emailed you that World Star video I was talking about with Joe Exotica. It was like they said it was real or fake or whatever. So whenever you check it out. But they think it's probably an impersonator, like y'all said, because it would have been very well.
Oh yeah.
But sometimes people get released without the media knowing. High profile, like 6ix9ine, people like that. So I don't know.
Yeah. Well, you never know. Well, guys, it was great having y'all on. We talked about a lot of good stuff tonight. A lot of good comments on the side as well. Before we get up out of here, Sweet, you want to say anything before we go?
Listen. Not really. Y'all stay woke, man. Get inside of things outside of yourself. You know what I'm saying? You might be surprised the spaces of interest that you may find. So be it anything financial or looking at different types of movies or whatever. Just get outside of y'all comfort zone. It's 2021. Let's level up for real.
That's I like how you said that.
I love y'all, man. I want to see my people rise. Like, we cannot rise staying in the same position that we've been in all of this time. So listen, get y'all head in the game, because life is not waiting for any of us, and everybody else is making it to the top. Let's not let them make it to the top off our backs. Okay, y'all have seen that meme many times of a bunch. It's like 5 people that's playing a board game, and the board game is sitting on the backs of the people, and they keep saying the game will be over if everybody stands up. So that's us, y'all. Stand up, rise.
I need to see that. That sounds like a good one. Good. That was deep. Pharaoh, you want to say something before we get up out of here?
Hey, peace and blessings to everybody. Everybody be safe out there. And I agree with everything Sweet Serenity just said. Hey, everybody stay woke. They trying to play us.
That's right, man. And y'all stay safe out there too.
And look at them stocks, y'all. Take $50. Y'all got $50. Go get some freaking stocks. Bed Bath & Beyond, American Airlines, Nokia.
Check out on Reddit, Wall Street Bets.
That's it.
Yeah. They starting to band together to make something happen. Hey, if you only got $50 and you only make it to get 75, hey, that's extra 25 you ain't have.
Exactly. We'll spend it $15, $20 on McDonald's or something.
Hey, I
Go
only
out there
make
get some stock in McDonald's or something. You know what I'm
There
saying?
you go. There you go. And it's not that hard to do.
Coming back instead of trying to be first in line, say maybe they stock about the boots. Maybe I buy a few dollars.
There you go. And anything that y'all hear that's like trendy, that's catching on, you know, y'all keep hearing about this Green New Deal or clean energy. Great sector to invest in. Okay. Great sectors to invest in. You can't ever go wrong in the energy or technology sector. Just got to do your research with it. That's it. And I'll be here. Like I said, y'all have any questions about anything, credit related, finance related, I will do my best to answer those questions because it's getting real out here.
Definitely. And I'm going to try to do this more on Wednesdays, and we could do it more and talk more about it. And, you know.
It works. Wednesdays are a good day for me.
Yeah. Okay, great. So that'll work for me too. So, hey, there you go. And I'll be putting that up, one journey about the schedule. She said I should post my little schedule. So I'll do that. And, you know, I'll see you guys tomorrow on Twitch for the movie. And appreciate everybody for watching.
Thanks for having us on.
No problem.
Bye, y'all. Have a good one.
Yeah, and don't forget Your Honor come on this weekend. We'll be talking about that Sunday. That dumbass son. The dumbass son. I would have gave him a big ass whooping. You didn't put my life on the line, punk. If you don't, you talk about you feel guilty. Oh hell no! You better feel guilty for me. I was a judge. Look what you done did, boy.
Anyway. I'm gonna have to get caught up. I haven't seen it.
Oh man, you'll see why I feel that way. You talk about, oh yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, yeah.
All right, y'all. Take care.
All right, y'all take care. Y'all be safe out there. Peace, and I'm out.
Peace.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.